God,
Oh,
live.
wow.
Welcome back to Jersey Schmeedy. Welcome back to episode number 8. And yes, this time we actually remember the episode number for once.
I make
You're
sure.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, I think Ed, he actually put it on the schedule.
What?
The
Talk
you
about. I labeled all the tabs.
the YouTube schedule. The YouTube schedule.
Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you know the tube schedule, the red tube schedule.
Oh, red tube. Do you remember?
Is that
That
still
reminds
around?
me.
Haven't used
Yeah,
it
of
in a
course
while.
it's around. Of course it's around. And you know what? I need to switch it up. I'm getting a little bored of what X videos has been suggesting me lately. I'm like, you guys are boring now. But do you remember back in the first really big crypto bump? This was like before COVID, I think, right?
2018, our first.
Yeah. Our first stupidity. And then remember the big coin that Sam wanted to buy that he bought a ton of? And he was like, "This is the coin that's gonna blow up. This is
Yipples?
the altcoin. This is the shit
That
coin."
wasn't. Was that the
You
one
don't
that you
remember?
own?
No,
Yeah, it
it's
was.
not.
It
I
wasn't
remember.
Yipples.
It wasn't Yipples. It was
You should know it just from what fucking we just talked about. It was red coin, and it was a porn coin.
Shitcoin.
It was a porn shit coin, and Sam was like, "I'm going all in on this fucking shit coin."
But it wasn't until after that he started calling them all shitcoins when he lost money.
Well, I don't think that's something he called. I think that's kind of the term for these alt shit. They're all called alt shit coins, whatever. They all are. But I remember that. I remember red coin, and he was, he's smarter than all of us. He knew it was going to blow up.
I
That shit
completely
cratered
forgot about that.
immediately.
and that shit blew up in his face.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. I got to check out Redcoin. Are they even still a thing?
I have no idea.
It doesn't even show up on the.
It says no.
I think they got
West.
pulled. Like,
It's on DexScan, whatever the fuck that is.
whatever the fuck it is. Yep.
It's not verified by CoinMarketCap. It sounds like a shitcoin.
Our number one producer is back from Aruba.
Yes. Yes.
He's
yes.
back.
He abandoned us. Forgot his
I-
responsibilities.
Listen, I
Took care of his
offered-
girlfriend. Gay.
Miguel's not even drunk yet. Listen
you
to
know,
him.
he's not. He's not. I listen. I offered to join a few times via the mobile, and I kept getting no. Hey, I
This-
even want to be in above and beyond on the way back. On that on last Saturday, I tried to freaking log on.
I can't imagine you doing that from the airplane. Like that's.
I was actually furious for the imaginary passengers on that plane, picturing this fucking Dominican going over there with his on speakerphone, like, "Yo, the
Yeah,
topic
yo,
this week," but blasting the
hold-
fucking
holding this
podcast.
up like this to be like, and then the whole time.
No
it's funny.
headphones.
No, I had my AirPods. I had
just
my AirPods.
yelling at the cell phone, full blast.
So the funny thing about it, right? So like picture this, right? So I'm sitting in a plane, right? And I go like this, and I tell her, like she's sitting next to me. And the beautiful part about it, the flight was empty going there, so we had a space in between of us. She loves the windows, I love the aisle, so we left like it was beautiful, right? And then she's looking at me. I grabbed my phone and I looked at the time, and I'm like, she's like, "What?" I said, "I'm going live." She's like, "No, you're not." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I am." She's like, "Stop it, people." I'm like, "I don't give a shit." So I put my phone right here, right? And then I click on it, and then that motherfucker is like it just starts spinning, spinning, spinning. And then I'm thinking to myself, maybe there's an app, and I didn't, and then I couldn't look at the app because the internet, obviously in the plane, is not the greatest. Then I was like, let me see if I can stream it, and then I was able to stream it. But just to see, I wish I had I should have took out my other phone and just recorded her so I could have that freaking clip for us to see, because she was just like, "Stop it, stop it, stop it." There's people. I'm like, fuck the people. I don't care. This is for the cast. We're doing it for the podcast. and then the planes now, right? So like. Some planes don't have a screen anymore, right? But they do have a clip where you're able to clip your phone. So I was like, "Oh, let me see if this works." And then I put on the clip there, so I was able to hold it like that, like just like that full screen at the whole time. And then I turned around, I was like, "I'm getting ready." I'm like pretending that shit's loading, and you see her face. She's like, "Stop it, stop it." I was like, "No." I'm like this, don't. I'm live. I'm live. And then I had the YouTube up right the whole time because I couldn't do anything. So on my other phone, I'm texting to you guys, but at the same time, it looks like that I'm freaking live and I'm talking to people, and she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I was like, no,
Too
no,
late.
no.
You gotta
I was like,
hold
no.
it.
She's
I
like,
can't
wait,
move.
you gotta wait. And then she's like, what? And I was like, I'm not live. I was like, I'm gonna bullshit. She's like, fuck you. And then she just goes to the bathroom.
It's like, you asshole.
Oh man, yeah,
Wait, was
man.
she? But she's the one that took a picture of you, like with the cell phone down, wasn't she?
Yeah, of course.
That's what you sent. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because she was getting upset. She's like,
Wow.
everything,
Was not shared with the class. Was not shared with the whole class. I didn't say shit. How was Aruba? I still have not
Oh
been
my-
to Aruba.
Yo, I honestly, Aruba is it's amazing. Like, first of all, you're safe. Like, the moment you land, like
Not like
the
America.
moment you're
Yeah.
yeah, you're you there's
Depends
no-
on where in America.
Listen, you can walk late nights at the beach. There's no restrictions. You know, it was funny because the first day we got there, I had like 2 nights I haven't slept, and I was exhausted. So as soon as we got to the Airbnb, I took a nap. There was a wedding that we went to. It was beautiful. We had a great time. And then at around like 9:30, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking going to sleep. Like, that's how fucking I was just exhausted, and I ended up
Not very
passing out.
Dominican of you.
No, it wasn't. But I had 2 nights that I haven't slept.
Only if he naps
And
with
then,
Crocs on.
and then we woke up the next morning, like around like 9:30. It was just perfect. We ate breakfast. Like, she went to the supermarket, so we stayed at an Airbnb.
It was perfect. She went to the supermarket.
Yeah. No, she went
She
to the
left me alone. It was great.
It was awesome.
She went shopping.
The day that we got there, she just went to get water, just get supplies
Yeah.
for our food. We woke up, we had breakfast. It was just me and her. Other people were like, oh, we're going to the beach. Like, okay, yeah, we'll meet you there. We rented a car, so like, it didn't matter. We're independent. People took taxis, and like, she was doing the math. She's like, all right, so every time you move somewhere, it's going to cost you between $7 to $15 because it's expensive, the island, right?
Yeah.
I said, if we move
That island's got money.
if you move as much as you're moving in the island, it's going to cost you up to like $50 to $60 a day, right? Because you want to see multiple places, depending on what you want to do, right? If you want to go from here,
That doesn't sound like a crazy amount of money to me, though.
It isn't,
Just like
but
you taking taxes all day.
right. It's not. But then you do the math. You have a car, and now you go anywhere you want for this less than what you're going to be paying in a day. You don't have to worry about a taxi. You just get in the car and you go. So the
And
next
you
day we
can't drink, and I'm ready to drink on vacation. I'm not. If I'm sober on vacation,
no.
it's a
But
problem.
but I'm pretty sure if we all go to Aruba, like,
Yeah,
we probably wouldn't rent a car. We would probably
Yeah.
just the guys would just do the Ubering ourselves or get something big and split it or something.
Yeah.
So it's they have taxi services that you could just use the same service over and over again to give you like a flat rate to go places. So we went to the beach, amazing beach, and then she's like telling me, she's like, bring your bottle, and I'm like, oh, I went to and during duty free, my brother said you should just buy your bottle there and bring it in because it's cheaper. And
make sure you buy plastic.
Oh yeah,
Right,
around you, around you. I think safety warning, plastic.
Yeah.
Has a
Um,
Miguel
plastic.
label on it.
So we went to like and like in beaches there's like restaurants, right? That there's a beach in front and then the restaurants like on the sand on the beach. So they
Yeah.
had like a bar. So I was like, she's like, well, open your bottle. I'm like, nah, they're not gonna let me open up the bottle. They're gonna want to make their money. They're not gonna let me do this. So the waiter come in. I was like, hey, I ordered what I wanted to order, and the waiter said, oh, we don't have that. We ran out. And I'm like, how the hell do you run out of this shit? And then I was like, and I just looked at him and I was like, yo, can I have a bottle with me? Can I drink? And he's like, if that's what you like. And I'm like, you guys don't care? He's like, no. I was like, oh shit. I said, give me a couple of ice, in my club. So I popped out my bottle, the one that you broke. I took the picture of. I put it up there, and I started drinking. I had drank like half of it right that day.
Did they
And it
charge
was-
you like a
Not-
glass with like ice fee or nothing?
No, nothing at all. It was
There you go.
very, very good. And then he turned around. He's like, the people that we were with, that we met up with, they had a cooler, but they were using it for like storage for snacks and stuff. And then the guy said, "Can I just fill this up with ice so you don't have to keep calling me?" And I'm like, and I asked the person, like, "Do you mind?" He's like, "No, that's there for." I went, filled up the cooler, like it was like a nice cooler like this, filled up with the ice, and I was having
Who's
my
cooler?
drink. The people that we were with, they brought like
Oh,
one of those
okay.
baggy
I think it's like
coolers.
using some stranger's
packaging.
cooler.
Oh no! It was that I said. Listen, when I said it was the people that I was with,
Oh, okay.
and then we drank it, and
I
then
can't hear anything.
we were maybe yeah.
ADHD, you know.
Yeah, and we started drinking. It was the guy came around. We did order food from them. I felt guilty. I was like, we have to order food here. Food was the same price as here. I mean, their meats are made like any type of meat that you eat over there. It's like it's not like what this country loves to do. U.S. is injected with fucking garbage. You could just taste how fucking organic it is. Like you know what I'm talking about when you go
I know.
and like you go just the chick. Oh my, it was every single food that I ate. It was just everything was amazing. Every 5 minutes, like this is amazing. This is amazing. It's like it doesn't make you feel bloated. Like they have their McDonald's, they have Burger King, Wendy's, and all this other stuff. And I'm assuming that food there is way better because they have to sell it the same way. They're not going to bring imported injected meat from United States.
Well, it's a European colony. They have
Preserve it.
different food standards than the US,
Right.
where we're just like, how fat can we make our populace?
Yeah. So one
How
thing
addictive can we make our food?
So one thing I notice is like they have a shitload of resorts. So it's not the resorts that I'm used to seeing in Dominican Republic. That's kind of spaced out. They're all it's like picture like like Miami, right? A strip.
Yeah.
And they have these what they call resorts, and they're probably a good 300 to 400 people to fit in it. And they have their pools, they have their condos, and then they have like this restaurant area. Now, I was told if you're not a member, like you could go rent a room, but if you're not a member of that community or that resort, you have to pay per food. But if you're a member, it'll be like you'll have an all you can eat and all you want, but you have to be like a paid member of that resort in order to do that. So you can't just do a one-off, right? They make you pay like a subscription fee or some sort of fee to become a member of that resort.
Okay. That's weird.
Resort as a
I thought they just have like a bunch of different restaurants you can eat. You can just walk to in Aruba.
Well, no.
Depends on how big the resort is, though.
Well, they do, right? But that was so the resorts are obviously ocean facing, right?
Yeah.
So all the other restaurants, like I went to one that's called Anna Maria. My sister-in-law is like an Italian restaurant. She's like, you have to go there, and we went there, and the food was amazing. Now, I ordered a chicken cutlet, like chicken dish. And I'm used to in America to have a fucking chicken cutlet like this fucking big, right? Like it's like a real chicken. Like
it's like a dinosaur chicken nugget.
Yeah, it's like it's like a real chicken. It's not fucking like it's not like a whole plate's worth. It's like I can eat 3 of them and I'll be okay, right? It's just one, and I'm like, wow, this is. And I'm eating, and I'm like, yo, it was like, what's going on? Like it's just a taste, like it's the flavoring of it. It was just amazing. We ate there. We went to this Argentinian place. I don't know the name of it. I forgot it. And I had a skirt steak there. It was amazing. The food there was amazing. The nightlife, we went to their downtown area. They have this beach called like South Beach. There's a bar called South Beach, and then they have like this other like tiki bar in the downtown area, and they have like sopranos piano. So it's like it was really vibing, dancing, like younger crowd there. And that's really it. I mean, I went snorkeling, which was amazing. My first time ever snorkeling, and it was.
I hated snorkeling. I can't breathe.
I
hated it.
So I'm gonna give you my first. I'm gonna give you my experience, right? So I've never went snorkeling. Like that was never you come up to me. That's never my agenda to do any of that bullshit. So my girl, she was like,
"Really? I mean, I've always wanted to try. I wanted to try. It just wasn't a bad experience.
Like this is my mind. Fuck.
Who has time for what? What? You're in the water. You're
no. I got you, but I'm telling you, that's my. But that was my train of thought, like all these years. So she's like, "Hey, have you ever done this?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And I said, "If you want to do it, I guess I'll do it." And then we, she paid for it. We went there, and we're on the boat. We're having a good time, and then it's time to get in the water. And I said, "Fuck this, man!" I was like, "It takes too much work. Go in the water, to come out the water. I'm too lazy for this shit. I'm supposed to be on vacation." But I'm telling you exactly what I'm like. This is what I'm.
I know. I'm telling you exactly what I'm thinking. You're saying this shit to me. The fuck.
So then I decided, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's go on. So I put my fins on, and I'm like going in, and I'm like, what the fuck, I'm going here. I'm swearing up the storm, like, can't believe I'm fucking going to this shit, like just dropping it like that. And I get in the water, and then she's like, we just, so they, and the boat, they gave us unlimited drinks, so we were able to drink unlimited. And they gave food, like, and then they took food out, and then she was eating. She said, "You go first, then I'll come later." No, she didn't eat first. I was already ready. She said, "Just go in the water. I'm gonna be right behind you." I was like, "All right, no problem." So I have the footage. I'll make it present for next week. So I fucking put my mask on, right? And I'm fucking like exactly what you said. I can't fucking breathe. I'm like, I was like, my nose, I'm so breathing.
I'm getting water in my eyes, up my fucking nose. Like, this is the worst. Fuck this shit.
It's like, what the fuck? This is me. It's like, what the fuck am I here for? And then I finally took it out, and then I figured it out, right? And I put my hand, so I went under, and I looked, and the first thing I saw, we went to a shipwreck. Yo, it was the most beautiful thing in the world. Like, I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck? And you hear it in the video. I'm like, what the fuck? And like through the fins, I'm like, and then I get out, I got out of the water. I'm like, is this a fucking like movie? Like what am I? Where am I? And then I started going down, and then I'm like looking at this whole shit, just like seeing all the fishes, and I'm like, yo, what happens if a fucking shark comes? Like, I'm fucked. I can't swim. So I'm like,
they love the taste of Dominicans,
right? And then I'm going under, and I'm like so concentrated, mind you, right? The guy says, do not go behind the boat, right? Because behind the boat, other boats park right behind it because they all go to that area. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. And then I finally stick my head out. I'm fucking way behind the boat where I'm not supposed to. The guy's screaming at me. And I'm like, oh, but I was so concentrated recording the fucking boat, right? Like, it's a huge fucking vessel.
You would be.
Of the water. and then I started swimming back. And then finally Karen comes in the water, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna walk in here. So like you're gonna see her poking somewhere around here if she's not awake. I think she took a nap. And then I'm seeing her, and then she's having problems to get the mask on, and she was having problems to breathe. It was like to a point that was uncomfortable for her. And I said, "What? You've done this before, and you all of a sudden don't know how to breathe underwater? You're the one that told me about this shit." And she's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "What do you mean, shut up?" It's like, this is amazing. How come I've never done this before? And then like I'm going under, I keep coming back up, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, dude, you're still not under. She's like, I just can't breathe underneath. I can't breathe underneath. And I was like,
that's how I was. My first time, I was, this is horrible. I suffered for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, you know, I'm going back on the fucking boat because I cannot figure this shit out. It was not for me. I have like, my nose is garbage. It can't breathe for anything. So trying to like, oh, it was horrible.
So mind you, right? So that was the first spot. The second spot, it was a little bit more. It wasn't not that deep at all. Maybe it was like 15 feet or something like that. So it wasn't that bad. So like I'm on top, and I'm going it, and then I find this fucking fish, this big ass fish, eating other fishes. So this whole fucking time I'm chasing this fish. Now, mind you, the boat, they say don't go too far away from the boat. I was like 5 boats down, chasing one fucking fish, eating the other fish. I was like, this is fucking amazing. And then she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching a fish eat the other fish. I was like, this is great. He's like, fucking all of them up.
Where's the GoPro video of this? We should put this on stream.
I know.
He said he's going to get ready for next week.
Yeah.
No prep
for next week.
What a terrible producer.
You had a week.
Yeah.
You had a week to download.
Old.
Yeah. I had to reintegrate into the work life. So bear with me. Those few days of not working, being a parent and having a job was amazing. But
Karen's gonna book another trip to Aruba before you download that video.
You motherfucker gonna try to push. I don't even have my. I'm gonna have to do the old fashioned way.
You gotta be careful leaving the country, Andrew. Come back, you may not be allowed in. No more vacations for you.
I was born here, unlike you.
I was born here.
Wow.
There you go. You have nothing to worry about.
Miguel questioned that. He was like, "Was I born here?"
He's like, "Was I born here? I don't know."
I was like, I'm like, wait. At least one of my parents was born here. I think both of yours were not born here. So you're in way more trouble than I am.
Oh, I'm not. We legally migrated to the country. Damn, this shit fucking.
I'm sorry. Your color says not legally.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
This is 2025.
Wait, are
He
you
just went
calling
fucking. He just
Mr.
went fucking
Even-
Trump on
even-
everybody.
Even even fucking Dave, who as a Puerto Rican is an American citizen. No, sorry, still
back.
Mexican.
Go-
Still
go-
Mexican.
Go back.
Still Mexican.
Still Mexican.
Oh man.
So anyway,
that went
what
south.
I wanted
really
you to
quick.
talk about, instead of just describing things that none of us could see,
Fuck,
was
we can see.
we can see him scuba diving. I heard there was some interesting beach talk.
Oh yes. So this is
You
is
forgot
gonna-
for real?
Yeah, this is gonna.
I'm running to grab a beer while you start this up.
So no, I think it's I think it's just seeing your facial expression on this is you're gonna love it, right? Because
You
one of the-
say this when he walks out of the camera view.
well, I mean, yeah, I know because he doesn't know how to have a refrigerator upstairs for he could keep his beer.
I mean, that is funny. He has a beer fridge, but it's not like upstairs. It's like right next to his normal fridge.
I'm sure
It's
Costco
where
has a
people
sale.
who are guests can go in the fridge and get beer. Why would I put it in my office?
Maybe you should get a second fridge.
Maybe you should shut the fuck up.
How about you get a fridge for your fridge?
It's a family-friendly podcast. Miguel.
Yeah. Watch
How
your fucking
dare you.
language. Jesus fucking Christ.
I tell them kids
Alright,
fuck them kids.
So right. So you know how when you're on these vacations, right? You just meet random people and people just start talking and
no,
all
I'm
that
very
stuff.
unfriendly.
so one of the guys that were on there, they were like European or they're like Dutch, like European, right? And he was like, "So, where you from?" I'm like, "Oh, from New Jersey in the United States." He was like, "Oh,
Damn.
Oh,
how's
you're an
that-
American.
how's
Ugh.
that going?" I'm like,
It's going.
so me being fresh, I was like, yeah, me having this color doesn't help that much. They just keep wanting, everywhere I go, they just want to deport me. And I'm saying, dude, I was born here. Kidding. I didn't say that. And then he started saying, like, so how are these policies affecting you? And I'm like, I swear, I was like, man, if Miguel was here, Miguel, like 5 drinks in, he'll be fucking like just in
5. I
heaven.
need half a drink.
He'll be in.
He'll do it sober. He doesn't need a drink.
So he's like,
It's true.
one of the biggest things that they're asking is like, why is he acting this way? And I was like, man, I saw this a mile
This is
away.
not the story I
coming.
was asking you for.
Oh, which one?
Are you serious right now?
The
The confession.
the 1 second.
I think you need
Story.
you need to enunciate on these podcast topics on that sheet.
He wrote it out.
Not
Oh,
good
wait.
enough.
I thought you hold on. This person is not American you're talking to right now.
Well, I mean, I put it in the podcast, right? In Aruba, a MAGA that was a MAGA person.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that is
super
one
boring.
story.
No,
But he
no.
wants the other story, the 1 second story.
But you're not talking to an American right now. You just said you started talking to a European.
No, I wasn't. But it's gonna shift into that story.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on.
All right.
But yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so confused.
No. I know what he's talking about. So
All
what
right.
happened was this, right? So when you were talking there, so in part of the group that I was in, right, there was one person that was a MAGA person, right? So like
So he's one of your friends.
no, I don't know them. I didn't know these people.
Oh, just-
it was my girl's friends, like that got married.
Another trader.
Yeah, I wasn't there, and he's Puerto Rican too. And,
Wow.
and we were having that conversation, and I turned around and I said, yeah, it sucks. So then once we finished the beach, we went back to the pool, right? So then that's where we had this conversation. So he's talking about like he was talking about Trump, how great he's doing, how he's cleaning everything up, and he's doing that. And I turned around and I said, I turned around and I said, that's great. Like, I mean, listen, I mean, like these policies are crazy. Yeah, there's less people in the street. I don't see like New York is cleaned up. And then
Wait,
and then
who said this?
Huh?
You
I
said
said, no,
who-
I said there's less less immigration. Have you gone to the city? There's less people on the streets in New York, like in Times Square. Like the way it was last summer.
was Times Square flooded with illegal
Yeah,
immigrants that I'm not
yes.
aware of?
Yes, it was.
What?
It was a
But you asked
concentration
my
camp.
brother. You asked my brother when we went to Broadway last year. It was
Yeah.
like it was literally the street right before we went to the Broadway show to watch. I think it was The Notebook.
Mhm.
That whole shit was fucking filled with like people smoking weed, Venezuelans, just all out. Like it was just really disgusting.
Mhm.
Now, anyway, we're talking, and then
Sorry, Venezuelans, you're disgusting.
hey, the ones that came over.
Hey, the truth hurts.
Oh man,
His mind right now. The
we're
truth
so
hurts.
fucked.
We thought we started a podcast and it just went down. Episode 8. The
We just
end.
lost an entire country of viewership.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hot women. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
Venezuelans.
Hey,
What a
I don't
mistake
know.
that was.
I don't know about that. I have a really beautiful girlfriend.
Gay. Anyway.
You know what's funny? You could probably see the reflection in the TV first.
I know. That's why I'm looking this way. I'm looking this way.
Watch the
to see
TV. Watch the reflections.
Yeah, watch the reflection. I'm gonna get a back. But like,
You need to.
All
You know. You need to do what Aldwin had when he was in Stephen
So-
Tech.
so
The mirror.
So then I started to. I was like, oh. Then when I realized that when I started talking to this person, he first thought that the dollar, U.S. dollar, was still based off of gold. And I turned around, I was like, oh no, in the 1970s, we moved away from that. As like it was called the petrodollar then, and then it evolved to something else. But our dollar usually was, and I went down that rabbit hole, right? And then he was like, oh. I was like, yeah, but then he's like talking about the tax, right? The new tax law that he's gonna do. He's like, we're gonna save so much money. He's like, we're gonna have so much money. The tax cuts are gonna be beautiful. And I'm like, have you looked at the tax bill? I'm like, if you make a certain amount of money, you're gonna be saving. So like, let's start from the top. The 1% average of 40. Who's breathing?
It's always Lewis.
So like if you're the 1%er, you're saving plus $40,000. You're the 15%, you're gonna save X amount of money. So I went down, and I went down all the way to the bottom. I was like, so the less money you make, the more taxes you're gonna be paying. Now understand that. So it's like if you're making only like 30 grand a year, you're gonna end up paying like at least 1,500 extra. So you just
And that's a significant portion of your income, by the way.
Right. So he then you can see his face kind of come back, and then I'm waiting for him to say something else positive about Trump, right? It's like, well, he finally closed the borders. And I was like, do you know that there was a bill when Biden was in law that they were gonna pass that was gonna solve all this issue? And the Republicans squashed that because Trump said to squash it. I was like, it's actually documented in all the places. Who's breathing, bro? That's just getting annoying. I hear somebody
hear
breathing.
it.
You don't?
I don't.
No. Is it me then? If I don't hear it?
It's Karen breathing behind him. He just doesn't see
Right.
it.
Snorting in his ear like,
It's like, I'm watching
Venezuelans.
you.
So as this conversation is evolving, I'm realizing he's a MAGA hat for the same reason we understand a lot of people are MAGA hats. They just don't know. They're just
Retarded.
Yeah,
Got
they're
it.
not
Understand.
educated. And then I'm sitting over here, Miguel, like I'm in the pool. I'm thinking like, if Miguel was here, two things would have happened. Either one, Miguel will engage, or Miguel will probably say, dude, you're fucking retarded. Get out of the pool and go somewhere else. Like, I can't be with stupid people. So I probably stood there for about an hour and a half talking to this guy, educating him on what is really happening, or at least, debunking
Trying
what he
to.
was saying, right? And it's like, you're saying something here, but you're saying it because he said it. I said, have you ever heard of the phrase trust but validate? I was like, validate, verify, say shit. And I turned around and I'm
Trust
like,
but verify.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Not late, Lewis. Jesus Christ.
He's like, oh, sorry, I was doing another
I'm
podcast.
on a delay. Sorry.
he's stuck in his head. And as we're as this is happening, and I'm thinking like this must be a fucking dream. Like there's no way in hell that I just came across somebody that is this retarded. And then I'm just really thinking about all the news that's going on, a lot of rhetoric that people are just repeating on what he says, and just think it's like, oh, it's okay, like because he said it, it's okay. But if you pick apart what he says, 99.999% of the stuff he says is all fake, right? And I was just sitting there, I'm like, wow, like this is the first time that I encounter someone like
Really?
like this, like really like die hard like this in my face. This is the first time, and I'm
You
like,
should meet my uncle.
Well, I'm waiting for
Interesting.
I'm waiting for the when he comes up, so to sit down and have a nice conversation with them.
Should
See-
be interesting.
to see, and we got to invite Miguel too, so Miguel could
Oh,
have the conversation.
God, that would be hilarious.
Can we just put on get off the
I,
bus?
well, I had to explain to him
Exhausting.
how tariffs work, so that should give you.
Yes.
An idea.
Oh my God. Thank God you. Oh my God. I forgot to say that. So that came up. That totally came up. He's like, yeah, we're teaching the other countries, putting tariffs, and I'm like, wait. I was like, do you know how tariff works? And he's like, yeah, I know how it works. Okay, I'm just gonna say it, right? You just bear with me, and I'll drop it right away. He's like, okay. So imagine you buy this, right? This beautiful
What is
Sonic.
that bootleg Sonic though?
It says Aruba on it.
That's why it's bootleg. It's in the Caribbean.
You better tariff the shit out of that garbage.
So right, so let's just say this costs you $5, right?
Mhm.
Well, what happens is, let's just say it makes $2 to manufacture, and you sell it for $8, right? So you have a nice profit, right? But this thing's still going to cost $2 to make, right? But now instead of you paying $8, there's a 25% charge on top of that, and you, the consumer, has to pay for it because no one that's making this is going to pay for it, nor the company that's importing it in is going to pay for it. So now that product that cost you $8 is going to probably end up costing you $12 to like $14 plus tax, right?
That's a big tariff, but yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, let me just break it down. That shirt that you have on, how much it costs? What, like $6? Probably takes $1 to manufacture from China. He's like, okay. And I was like, well, now it's going to cost you $12. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's how tariff works. The only thing that tariff does is if you don't want to buy that product anymore because it's too expensive, there will be an alternative, which would then be an American-made product. Instead of it being $12, will probably be like $9, right? Because the people
But
that
that's never how tariffs work. But I get so yeah.
but what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that they're thinking that instead of like the tariffs are being passed on to the country, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's being passed down to the consumers, which is us. And
Yeah.
then when I kept explaining it to him, and then he finally kind of got it, and I said, imagine if you own a business, right, and your run rate is at this XXX, and they just raise your taxes now, right, and you have to make XXX plus X to survive. You have to bring up your costs now, right, because you got to stay afloat, right? Well, that's what happens. And who gets to pay for it? Well, the consumers that buy the product, or not, instead of them paying the $5 I was selling it, now it's going to be $10 because I need the extra money to pay the taxes that I'm importing the goods. He's like, oh, I never looked at it that way. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, I think this conversation
Never looked at
could end
it
right now.
at all. Is the
Right.
problem.
So then I
You
just
just-
ended the conversation. And I was like, yeah, I think it's time to go. I was like, yeah, it's time to go. And I'm like, wow. That is
There's an overwhelming amount of people that do not know how that shit works.
Well, the
it's
biggest
bad.
thing is you have to understand how stupid people are is when people don't understand how tax brackets work. Where there are legitimately people who say, like, I turned down a raise because it would have put me in a higher tax bracket and I would have paid more taxes. And I'm like, is that how you think it works? That if I make $30,000 and then I make 40, that all my money gets taxed at the new rate? Like, no, only the new money gets the new rate. And they can't comprehend the fact that, like, they don't tax all your money at the new rate. It's just the new money. They don't get tax brackets whatsoever. There are legitimately people who have turned down raises because they're like, no, it'll put me in a higher tax bracket. My taxes will go up. It's not worth it. Like, the absolute stupidity of some people.
yeah.
Well, it's astounding how many people don't even understand compounding interest.
Well, listen, I understand some finances is hard. Not everybody's math inclined, but some things, you have to make the effort to understand. And some people are just not interested. They're so stupid, and they're too stupid to understand how stupid they are. And that gives them some kind of confidence. That's what's scary. This country's run by
Well,
people
if
who
they're,
like,
if they're too stupid to understand stupidity, doesn't that cancel it out and make them smart?
makes them think they're smart. That's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like people who make profit on selling a used phone. when they buy a new one.
What do you mean? Hold on. You mean that can't sell my
Who,
phone?
who
as
are
a
we
profit?
talking about again? Who is this?
I think we've already told this story, but yeah, the profit story.
Who is this?
I
What's
just
their name? Why are they not here?
they're profiting.
So busy profiting.
All right. So, other than the fact that it's Friday, because somebody was a smart ass on the topic list, whatever. What is today? What's today's holiday?
St. Patrick's Day.
That's Sunday.
No, it's St. Patrick's Day.
No.
It's not.
It's
No.
full moon day. Actually,
No.
St.
Oh.
Patrick's Day. It's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday.
It's
But
Monday.
you know, you celebrate the weekend.
Yeah.
So, two holidays are today. It's Pie Day, which nobody really cares about. But
Oh yeah, Pie
Hold
Day.
on, hold
That-
on.
yeah.
Is this the reason why you got the pie? Because it's pie day?
Ketchup pizza.
yes, that's why I got Pie Day.
Oh,
I was
And
thinking
also-
ketchup the other pie.
I did not
Also,
catch that.
the other reason I got the.
I need to complain. I wanted a fucking pie if it's fucking national.
All right, wait till you hear what I have to say next. You're gonna complain even more. But before I get to that,
Oh, it's
is-
blowjob day. I'm just kidding.
there you go.
Oh.
I was right. Yes.
It's, there it is. It's steak and a blowjob day.
I mentioned
Yes,
this 4 weeks ago
3/14.
too.
Oh my god!
Wait, that's always been the same day as Pie Day?
Yeah.
guys,
didn't know that.
I'm gonna have to end the podcast a little early.
Wait.
To go get yourself
Oh,
a steak and a
because that's
blowjob.
right. Well, which is funny in Japan it's White Day because I think in
oh, so I can't go.
Sounds racist.
so it's apparently the opposite of Valentine's Day where I forget which one is which, but like one the guys give girls chocolates and then the other one the girls give guys so Valentine's Day is girls give guys chocolates and then White Day today is guys go back and give girls chocolates. Like that's the way it works.
Hold on. I
2/14. Yeah.
I just googled National Day today, and it says today's also National Potato Chip Day.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck!
It's
I can kill
Pie
for some
Day.
stitches right now.
Bake a Pie Solidarity Day. Celebrate Science Day. This is all the 14th.
Hey, look at
He's wearing a science shirt.
Wow.
Today
Dude,
is also
Good
When we
timing.
first started the podcast, I'm like, when did he buy a shirt at the Liberty Science Center? What the fuck?
that. No, this is an ultra. I got this off of Meh.
already. So today's
Wow,
also
man. Holy
today's
shit.
also Crowdfunding Day, Dog Theft Awareness Day,
What the
dribbling to work today,
What?
Genius Day.
So another reason I got the pie.
Already, one more thing. International Ask a Question Day.
What the fuck is the question? All right.
So I have news to announce. My girlfriend and I have an
Pregnant?
announcement. She got me pregnant.
Junior? The movie Junior?
I didn't know you had
For me,
pronouns.
it'll be the third. No, I was joking with her because I freaking been eating a lot lately. Or whatever. So I just joked with her. I was like,
I was waiting for a joke, but I'm thinking like, yo, you're having a kid now? What?
no. And I'm like, so I looked at her. I was like, with her the past couple of days, I was like, I think you got me pregnant. I've been eating way too much now, so we've been running with that joke. That's why she got me the pie so she could take care of her kid.
Dude, she got you a whole fucking pie.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Well, you know why? She knows there's gonna be some left over when she visits him next.
Yeah,
I doubt that shit. I think he's gonna fuck that shit up today, and then before
oh,
it goes to
definitely
bed, he's gonna have another
not.
one.
That pie, not a bad, but that pie was rich. Like, there's no way I could down that thing today. It was delicious though.
That is such a
He's gonna
we're
be
near
taking that shit
40
to work.
before they can say like this pie is too rich. I can't eat it anymore. When you're a kid, you just fucking scarf down the most sugary shit all fucking day. Like, oh, a little too sweet for me. I can't
Actually, when
handle
you're a kid, you would have finished all the Reese's first and then ate the piece.
it. Yeah, definitely. God,
Sweet.
you guys, why fucking food talk? I'm hungry. Motherfuckers. God damn it.
I'm still stuck on the chicken he was talking about earlier. Now I'm gonna move for chicken.
Oh, the chicken cutlets.
Chicken cutlet.
Yo,
There are
man.
chicken tenders in the States.
Yo, Lewis, when Ali does the chicken cutlets, I'm gonna invite you over for dinner. Yo, she makes this banging ass
Let's
chicken
go.
cutlets.
I like chicken cutlets.
Like I
Just call me Danny Cutlets.
eat like 20 of them shits, bro. It's like fucking amazing.
We just had like a bowl of cutlets.
Yeah, did you see our buddy? He just posted it in the chat. His new setup looks like a warehouse.
That's the for-profit room. There it is. Damn, how many colors of how How many colors does he have for it? We're looking at a picture of 3D printers for those that are on the stream, and he's got 2 3D printers and a fuck ton of colors for the ink. Ink?
No, it's like the
What?
plastic
The
reed.
the plastic for 3D printer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
It's
what is it? Filament.
filament.
Fill
How-
these nuts.
I'm gonna call it ink. Fuck it. All right, all right.
And
So
I know I'm never gonna get the answer from you all, but I'm still like, what the fuck is your profit margin on the thing? Like he's acting like he's like, oh man, I'm super busy. I'm making like, I get it. I'm sure you are making profit. Like, but what is it? I don't even think he knows what it is.
Well, I laugh. He's like, "Oh man, this like Sopranos light box is killing it. What'd you sell for? $30. Takes 5 hours to print. All right,
Yeah,
so
what is
how much money you making?
so when I hear that, these are just first things that pop in my mind: electricity, how much material is being used, and now that you made $30 for 5 hours, how much products that you could have made for a 2-hour print that could have probably made $100 because it's like either an hour.
I mean, I
print or
don't know
2
if you can.
I'm just
Yeah,
throwing it out
yeah.
there. I'm just
The-
throwing it out there.
the
There
problem
are prints
is-
that are faster.
The problem is not taking into account that time is also a resource.
Now, if you're doing it as a side project that adds to your income, whatever, fine. But I just think like if something takes 5 hours to print and you sell it for $30, and that's your
That's
whatever. I don't know. I don't understand how that's a
He's making
viable business.
$5.20 an hour. Making
Yeah.
$5.20 an hour. If he's running 3 machines at the same time though, now that's
2
Mm.
machines.
$16 an hour. So he's
Yeah.
making minimum wage.
You would make more probably doing Uber.
Well, I mean, depends the cost. Yeah, so whatever. But yeah, if it takes a long time to
But you
print,
still have to. You still got to order the materials, right? So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure his upfront fees are between $300 to $500 when you order the bulk of the fulfillment that he's using. But it's like at the end of the day, like I get it, right? That's great for a side hustle because all you have to do is hit the print job, let it
Yeah.
print, and then you could do something else. Because in 5 hours that shit's gonna be done. So what are you gonna be doing for the rest of the hours? You could do Uber, you could do maybe another part-time job. I'm pretty sure he's hitting up Facebook Market, eBay,
But
Craigslist.
the
your
other
list.
question is kind of like you just like his ROI on everything that he's
Yeah.
buying, right? Like he's not even making profit right now, I'm sure.
He
'Cause, like,
said that when he got the first printer, he did say that he broke even already. That's what he said.
okay, fine. Like, yeah, I'm sure he broke even if you just in a vacuum look at what the printer cost, the profit you make on the ink versus the print versus the shipping. Like, yeah, okay, I'm sure he's making
How much
a
is that
profit.
printer?
Is
How
it
much?
is
About
it a
800?
sustainable living? Is what I'm saying. Is it like
Oh, but
course
I
not.
don't think I
job?
don't think he's trying to say that it's sustainable. Like it's not the only thing he's doing, but it's like my thing is like he's acting like he's like, oh, I'm super busy, I'm doing all this. I'm
Yeah.
like,
You're pressing
but
print.
for how much?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
There's no
I
way
know for
it's-
listen. If he ever sees this podcast, I don't think he'll
You know
ever
he doesn't
return.
watch it.
No,
You
I
know he doesn't watch it. Because he would have said something already.
I know for a fact he will never return because man, we bashed the shit out of him, bro, so bad. Because it's like we sit down here.
Miguel
and
does it the most, though.
like, well,
yeah.
All
well,
right, so let me tell you what I've been thinking recently in the group chat. So I know that I flood the group chat, always political memes and blah blah blah, and I'm sure you guys are sick of it. But that's what I like. I'm always posting like what's going on in the world, politics stuff, blah 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 blah. And he disappears. Then every now and then he just comes in and posts a random print he did, or some other shit. And it made me think about that because I'm like, obviously he doesn't read the chat because then today you're talking with him, Lewis, and you're talking about the storage costs, right? Do you remember?
Mhm.
And you're talking about how storage prices hasn't come down, and he's like, oh wow, why? Wow, it's like the same price. Why haven't the prices come down? And you're like, do you not pay attention to the fucking world at all? Do you not pay attention to like the tariff talk we're talking about? Like everything's getting more expensive, and he's like, no, politics is not important. I don't need to pay attention to politics because it doesn't affect me. And it's like when then you go to buy storage, it's like it's more expensive, and he's like, why?
But-
Why?
But this
Like,
isn't
what?
the first time. Like I've been talking about this for months. Like
Yeah,
I've been saying the prices
Right.
of storage has been more expensive year over year. I've been saying this for
Yeah.
months because I've been looking at the storage price. I've been wanting to get expand
Yeah.
storage. I'm fucking low in space, but every time I look, it's like it's kind of teetering where it's been even since like Black Friday,
Mhm.
maybe a little higher. It's not coming down.
And what annoyed me is now he's shopping for the graphics card. He's like, oh, what's the what's the best option? I'm like, we've only been talking about these graphics cards for months.
Well, no, he said, what's the best thing I can get for $500? I'm like, you ain't getting anything that has the word best, anything to do with $500.
Well, I
That
mean,
doesn't exist.
No, that's not true. He could get the Best Buy special.
Well, what was funny is that like, oh, he was saying something like, oh, my what was it? My limit is 500 or 600, like that. Like, what's my limit? I'm like, okay, this is the best card for 500. He's like, my friend could get me this card for 1,000. I'm like, well, you said your limit was fucking 500. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's right. You did say that. Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop. And I'm like, you're talking about 500. Okay, fine. Let's say you stretch your budget to 600, and all of a sudden he's posting this stuff for $1,000, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
So wait, if you doubled your budget, that changes things. You didn't say
Yeah.
that.
And I remember we even said when the 9700 XT was launching, Yoel, they got a ton of supply. Apparently, they have really stocked up for this launch. You should buy it right now because it's not going to get any cheaper.
He wasn't
you know-
considering AMD until now.
He's still not, I think.
He was looking at the 7900 XTX. He's looking at my video card.
Yeah.
He's like, what model do you have?
It just annoyed me because we're like, just get this card. Get this card, get this card, get this card. And he ignored us. I don't need it. I'm like, first of all, now you could have flipped it even if you didn't want it. But the whole point was, we all told you, and now you're scrambling like, oh, I'm going to check stock this day. It's like, now you're done. Now you
just kept
you could have
4090.
6 years. Well, that's even a whole nother story. Fucking selling the 4090.
Oh.
What? Talk about retarded.
Since we're talking about Yoel, since this is the topic on the list, right? Because I know Miguel's upset with the way I voted. I justified the way my vote went. But what's nerdier? Somebody that follows a jigsaw puzzle. What is it? A subreddit? A group
It's
or
a
whatever?
jigsaw puzzle Facebook group, apparently.
Okay. A jigsaw puzzle Facebook group, or somebody that uses flashcards to learn a new language.
So what he means by this is not even flashes. I had, when I was first learning, there was like some kanji Japanese that I was having so anything I was having a hard time learning, couldn't remember, I just created a flashcard and I kind of just with tape put it on my dashboard, like on the passenger dash. So like if I'm driving or I'm a stoplight, I glance over and I just read the stuff and I learn it. That's it. That's entirely what he said. That you're a fucking weirdo geek, and I'm like, just literally just a flashcard on my dashboard. And he would call me a geek and said it's so weird, like I'm a psycho. And then he was talking about he joined a Facebook puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle group to get tips and tricks about how to do jigsaw puzzles.
What?
Yes. That's what he said.
Ed, you missed that, didn't you?
He said,
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know there were tips and tricks for jigsaw puzzles.
Jigsaw puzzles. And I'm like,
I mean,
and that's
the tips and tricks are common knowledge, right? Just work the borders first and then work your way in from there.
Yeah,
Sections
exactly.
at a time. Yeah.
So wait,
So
Dave,
anyway-
yeah, about to say finish you're about to say
Yeah.
the vote.
Right. Well, yeah. So I don't know who put it up for a poll. Miguel, you put up
Yeah.
the poll?
Because
Right,
he
so,
said,
I mean-
he said that's
missed the
nerdier
poll.
than saying I joined a Facebook puzzle group.
Oh man.
Well, the reason I
what was
voted-
this?
It's in Telegram.
Yeah,
The reason,
On the gram.
the reason I voted that Miguel's thing is nerdier because the definition of a nerd, right? A person who's extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject, especially one of specialist or niche interest, i.e., learning Japanese. And we all know how enthusiastic Miguel is about learning Japanese. He's been doing it for years. He went to Japan. He could carry on a conversation in Japan. So that was, by the definition of nerd, that's why I voted that Miguel's thing is nerdier.
But
Why don't you join the group because he's a fucking lazy fuck and wanted fucking tips and tricks. That's not nerd.
He wants to cheat. He wants to cheat code how to do a puzzle.
I was about to say,
That's
isn't that
literally the laziest shit I've ever fucking heard.
but that's considered a niche, right? You're enthusiastic. If you're enthusiastic enough if you're doing jigsaw puzzles enough where you have to join a group, doesn't that by very definition also make you a nerd?
So when I
That's
made
not
the
why he
poll,
joined it though.
well,
he
when I
bought
made the
one
poll,
jigsaw
my thing was
puzzle.
more like, what would like if you told the average person that I did this or I did this, which would more people be like, what a weird fucking thing to do? Like if you said, "Hey, I put some flashcards of a language I'm learning in my car. I like taped them up to the dashboard so I remember them," or I joined a Facebook group specifically to learn tips and tricks for jigsaw puzzles. Which would people be like, "What?"
But that's not what the question was. So to answer that question, yes, the weirder thing is the jigsaw, but that's not what the question was. The question was which of these two things are nerdier.
You know, that's just, we're getting into
That is true. That is true. That's how you worded that poll.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'll give you that.
Is it nerdier? I mean, that's like, I don't know. I think that I think just being in a Facebook page on how to do a puzzle and like the best trips. What? Like, what
when he's
understanding the concept.
Yo, I'm still listen. I'm like Miguel thing is normal. I like
maybe you should redo the poll on which one is weirder. Maybe you should do that.
Yeah.
I use Post-its, right? I use Post-its to like you know, how to do shit. That's not nerdy, bro. That's just trying to learn. I'm not even worried about that. But dude, no.
But he put it on the spot where the airbag goes.
You put the passenger. It's not my problem.
It's like, fuck the passenger. I'm just gonna put my flashcards down.
Well, hold on.
Smash it by a piece of paper.
Hold on. But you purposely go on a Facebook, right? And then I'm still stuck on this. Hold on. Just hear me out. So ready?
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook, right? So I'm going on this puzzle. Hey guys, I just got this new 1000 puzzle of Scooby Doo. Oh my God, what model? Oh, you know the one.
What?
Hold on, just go with me. Fucking.
You know what? He's right. He's right.
Follow me along. Ready? Just follow along, guys. Chime in if you can. And we're gonna say like, oh my God, it's the new Scooby Doo. It's the new Scooby Doo that came out last year in January. Remember that, the limited edition one? It's like, oh my God, that limited edition, they only made 500. It's like, yeah, I'm having troubles trying to put this together. Do you guys have any tips? Like, think about that. Do you have any tips how to put this together? And then some guys chime in is like, I put that together like in 3 hours. Hey, look.
As soon as you mention Scooby Doo, Marcus came running in.
I got a tip for you about the puzzle. Try flipping the pieces right side up so you can see the image. What the fuck, tips and tricks? You fucking stupid ass shit. Tips and tricks. Then it's like, yo, no, man, I gotta print some fucking puzzle boxes and shit.
But you think about it, right? You actually think about it. Like, there's people I never knew that. Like, that's all new for me. Like, I know there's subreddits and there's stuff for other things that are happening. But holy shit, there's people out there that are actually taking it that level, and he's like excited because he joined it.
Listen, I have no problem if people are excited about doing jigsaw puzzles and they have their like Facebook group. I'm just saying, objectively, what's a weirder if like you have like what's a weirder thing to join? Learning a language or jigsaw puzzle tips and tricks? Who the fuck even thinks to join something like that? You know what? I'm really having trouble finding the corners and the edge pieces on this puzzle. What the fuck are you talking about? It's fucking a jigsaw puzzle.
All right.
There's not that much to think about.
I'm going to throw you guys a curveball. What is nerdier, right? Doing the flashcards in the car, joining a jigsaw puzzle group, or joining a chess club?
All right.
I think
chess club is common. Chess club is
I think it's jigsaw puzzle group because it's so
chess club because it's technically a sport. Like
chess is so chess I know has a nerdy reputation, but it's a very popular. A lot of people play like
I know that, but it always had that annotation that it's like a nerd thing to do.
And I agree, it's a nerdy thing. Listen, I'm not saying nerd is a pejorative. We're all fucking nerds. We're all weirdos. You know, that's what we talk about. But puzzle tips and tricks is so beyond the pale that I'm like, what are you talking about? I wouldn't even think it existed.
Is there a subreddit for this? I gotta look.
Hold on. Question: how did this all start? Like, there's like he had this notion of being able to say, hey, let's get some puzzles so we can do a family thing. That's how it started.
Because he got the Scooby Doo puzzle for him and his daughters or daughters.
What was like the start of that? Was it just like they saw the movie or something? I don't know why. What got him into puzzles? I can't remember.
Well, no. So the puzzle came up because of that AI image of the dog with the Scooby Doo tag. So we started talking about that.
But he bought the puzzle before that.
Right, which is why it was plausible that he may have gotten the dog already, and then like
Oh yeah,
somehow
yeah,
he drew in a picture of his daughter working on the puzzle. He said the other kids also helped on some things or whatever. I think you said something along the line. It was like, "What a nerd" or something like that or whatever, and then he got defensive right away. He was like, "Get out! You're a nerd. You had a million flashcards all over your
yeah.
freaking car or
Yeah, I feel
something
like
like."
I
And that's
papered
how
my
that
entire.
conversation started.
Yeah, I feel like I papered my entire windshield and my car and my door, and the floor was like covered in like when I had 4 flashcards taped to my dashboard. He said my car was covered in fucking like notes. That's what he was trying to say.
All right, there's 100,000 members of the Jigsaw Puzzle subreddit.
100,000 members.
100,000. Maybe you should join that.
100,001 now because of Lewis.
I just joined. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, but a Facebook page talk about that.
First of all, the fact that he's still joining Facebook groups. Like, are you a fucking boomer?
There's Facebook groups and subreddits for all different types of freaking interests. So
Oh, that's fine.
it's not shocking.
No, yeah, of course.
You know what blows my mind is like I still have Facebook.
I'm on Facebook groups.
I have Facebook, but I don't use it. Like it's just there. I just don't want to even go the notion of deleting it. I just have it there. Once in a blue moon, I see someone fucking sends me something, and I'm like, who the fuck still uses a fucking Facebook? And then my girl posts a picture of me and her on Facebook. I'm like, who watches Facebook? Like it's like that's like the boomers place to go.
I'm just on the dirty meme groups. That's it.
Get on Reddit. Well, no, I'm saying get on Reddit. But
well, there is on Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't even talk shit. Like, oh, I'm not on Facebook, but I still have Instagram. So what the fuck is the difference? But I just feel like Facebook is so much worse. So much worse. It's horrible. But I'm not on X either, and you guys are all fucking posted Nazi links constantly. So what am I gonna say? Yeah. Get the Blue Sky, guys. I am not on Blue Sky either. Though.
It's too blue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join it. I'm like, I don't need more social media.
I'm surprised you didn't join it already.
Well, because it's like, do I need more? I don't need more distractions. I don't need to be more ADHD.
Oh.
I'm trying to eliminate, not add or replace. You know, I don't have X or Twitter. I don't use them, so it's like it'd just be adding to my thing because I'm, that's all.
My girl voted the Jigsaw Puzzle Group is the nerdier option.
Of course, come on, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break.
She said she was like, that is nerdy as fuck.
Yeah, come on. Dave, when you voted, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, am I losing my mind? What is happening?
Wait, is the poll still open? Let me go vote now.
Yeah, that's why I was annoyed. Like none of you guys even voted.
I gotta be a tiebreaker.
It was me and Albers, Dave and Yoel.
I'm just gonna
my
vote.
reasoning. Is the way you worded it is the way I voted. If you said most gay or weird or whatever,
you're voting it more positive. Like you're thinking like I'm more interested in learning. Yoel is just, he's not interested in learning.
So that's the genius of my vote.
I voted.
It was
you took the vote as you as negative, right? But it was like, no, this is a positive thing to look out.
He's just
Yoel's thing is fucking lazy and weird.
Yeah. What a shock!
That is a weird.
Over.
But he manages to be busy all day.
Yeah.
They have to take naps during the day.
Oh my god.
Well, Miguel does say what does he have, like 3 dinners?
Is it second breakfast?
I think if Yoel would have I think if Uber Eats had points, he would be like one of the top contenders out of that. Because that motherfucker lives off of that shit.
I just laugh when somebody's like, I'm so busy. I'm like, what? What are you busy with?
Doing what? What is exactly busy for you?
He's printing.
I laugh because I have a job and I never say I'm busy. That's why I'm always like, what are you so busy with?
The hustle. He has to drive and drop these things off. He has to stand there for 5 hours, watch the thing print. Very exhausting.
He has to drive to upstate New York for 3 hours to sell his
$30 fucking product.
Bro, how long has that been going on? This is the problem. Why are we having a podcast about people that don't even know what the fuck we're talking about? But it's so funny. I wish we could. Yeah,
I wish he was here. I mean,
Because
I think
it's Jersey's medium. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Jersey wants
abandoned
to
us.
talk smack.
eventually he'll be back, and then he's gonna be like, "So you guys were talking about? I made a lot of money off of this. So what's the profit margins on it?"
Where's the spreadsheet? What do you see the spreadsheet?
It's like,
I always said I would love to do the accounting to track it, but whatever. Not gonna pay me, so I'm not gonna chase him for any kind of fucking fees.
you'll never get paid.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
It'll be about 10 years till he gets his first check.
Actually, it's because of the podcast how you got your money back. By the way,
Was it?
yeah,
That wasn't the podcast.
Yes.
No,
yeah,
was
we
the
were
podcast.
live on the
It was.
podcast.
It was live.
It
We were
was
live on the podcast,
The podcast, that's right.
and then we put him on the
That's
spot. We're like,
right.
hey, why aren't you
Yeah.
taking back Miguel?
Miguel was like, attention, I just got paid.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Breaking
Oh
news.
my god, that was
Oh my
great.
God.
After
Yeah.
8 months, I got paid the measly money.
What
Was it
episode?
only
I forget
8
what
months?
episode? What
You were
episode?
talking
It
about
was
for a
more.
long.
It was more than 8 months. It was over a year.
Jesus.
That's right. That was on like episode 1 or 2, I think.
Oh my God. I that's my
That's
least
probably-
favorite
you
shit
know
people
what?
do is when they owe you money and they make you act like you're a dirtbag for trying to get your money. That is the most infuriating thing in the
Douchebag
world to
move.
me.
But,
You know,
but then,
I don't think
but
he's
then
been in
it-
chat since then. Now that I think about it.
But then when you acquire something from him, it's like you have to pay him immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the way he sees it, he's in greater need for money than any of us. So
Right.
Sorry, UL.
Because we have a basic 9 to 5, like
Right.
regular people.
my girl said that we're bashing him hard.
Well, it's all right.
That's it. You don't want to come on the podcast and you offend yourself? That's your problem. It's your choice.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
Ask your girlfriend if she remembers his medium shirt that he had on your birthday.
Some-
That I had to check the
Oh
size.
my
I had to check the
God.
size of the shirt. Like, yo, is this a large or this is what? It's like, motherfucker, you ain't XL. You like help me XL.
Oh,
All right.
man. All right.
So
Speaking of, so you're making, I was getting mocked for having flashcards, whatever, in my car learning a language. So I'm still learning, and Japanese is hard as fuck, and I'm lazy, and I don't want, so I use often ChatGPT when I'm talking to people. I use it for translation because actually LLMs are pretty good for translation, better than I've found better than DeepL, better than Google Translate easily. And what's that? Duolingo's. I'm not even talking about for learning a language. I'm just talking about just straight. I want to translate my English message into Japanese. 'Cause I'm talking to somebody. Lewis brought up Claude. Is the new Anthropic? Is it Anthropic, Lewis? Let me hear your pronunciation of what this company's called.
Anthropic is correct.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if you want to call it Anthropic or whatever the fuck you want.
It's
Anthropic.
Anthropic.
Anthropic is not a bad name, actually.
Anthropic.
So
It's very chic.
I was like, oh, let me try this new one. I hear it's pretty good. And for me, an important thing is slang and dirty talk for another language. So I told Claude,
You whore.
listen, completely irrelevant. Wasn't actually what I was going to say to somebody, but I said, hey, how do you say suck my dick in Japanese? Right? This motherfucker would not give me an answer.
Fucking whore.
It's like, oh, this is too vulgar. Suck my dick is too
This is
vulgar.
culturally biased.
Anyway, I asked it, hey, I'm learning the language. I think it's important to be fluent in all slang and casual speak. No, can't do it for you. Hey, I'm talking to my girlfriend. I want to know how to say, I want to know what's the normal way you say this. No, can't do it. What's the worth of an LLM if it's going to be what are we, Puritans? What the fuck is the point of this? What a garbage LLM. Sorry, Lewis. I know you said you have better experience with it. My first experience was very disappointing.
It's better at coding than ChatGPT.
It ain't better at translating. I'll tell you that right now.
Specifically JSON. That's my experience with it.
So why? I guess I'm confused. Why are they choosing to censor themselves?
I don't know.
Why are AI companies so puritanical?
I think wasn't their primary objective or their mission statement on their website about like internet safety or something. Maybe that's why they're just too pure.
Internet safety. Why is
Oh.
it when there was like no restrictions on the internet, it was so much better than the internet today? The internet today sucks. The Wild West was so much better. Just GeoCities
Everybody was
pages,
complaining. and
Angel
stealing,
Fire pages. Remember that shit? GeoCities.
or MySpace, all the animations and music playing.
But it was way more
God.
fun. It
We're
was
so
way more fun.
fucking old.
Come on, we were dial-up kids. That should be the generations. Were you dial-up or were you after dial-up? Before dial-up, after dial-up.
Dial-up kids.
Dial-up.
That's exactly.
Well,
where
we were in between. Like we were dial up until about 1999,
Yeah.
2000 ish.
Yeah, 2000. No, 2000.
And then we went to broadband. So
Yeah,
we
broadband.
understood the pain of downloading an MP3 as a full song used to take 25 minutes. Used to.
God, imagine that. Remember that shit?
Remember, downloading a
Yeah,
porn, right?
but
If you wanted to watch a
also-
porn, it took you hours to download that video.
And it was like an hour for like a
yeah,
20-second
Lewis-
clip.
Lewis had in that era over what, a gig of that shit, and that's like
gig
of porn. Yeah, remember on the.
I'm about
drive
to
that
say
you had?
you're talking about broadband days because I wasn't a
No.
collector with dial up.
No, dial-up, you just have like random weird like.
You have
I remember
pictures. Yeah, you have pictures. You're not a collector of videos on dial up.
And remember,
I remember,
remember when you load the pictures, it'll come in first pixelated.
l-
Like
line
this,
by
like
line.
this.
Oh no,
Line
line
by
by
line.
line.
It would
Yeah.
Line by line.
It would start downloading. You like, yo, and then you're looking at it. You look at it, and you don't know which one you downloaded. It's like, oh, she's gonna be topless. You turn on, she has like a freaking like a two-piece bathing suit on, and it's not like she's not topless. She's like, what the fuck?
There is nothing worse than spending hours all night downloading a porn just to find out the next day it was not what you thought you downloaded. And you're like, what the
Oh.
fuck is this? And then you're like, well, that was a waste of time. Let me try another one. And you deleted it. It's like you just wasted a whole night downloading one video, and it either was corrupted or it just didn't play through correctly, or it was completely whoever labeled it wrong. It was not what you thought it was. And you'd
Or
have to
you got a
re-download it again.
virus.
Yeah, could have a virus.
Yeah.
That was very prominent during Napster and LimeWire days. Lacing your goods with a nice virus, a little STD in your computer.
I was always a Persian kitty man myself. You guys don't even remember that shit. See?
Persian kitty. I remember that.
Yeah.
Ore no chimpo shabure.
Yeah. So that's my point, is that what you just did, the translation is like, I learned that word for dick, which I had not, I always heard chin chin. This is a different version. Like, oh, ChatGPT told me a new slang. Whereas this other one is like, we don't say those things. Like, what the fuck kind of, like, I'm trying to learn a language, motherfucker. You can't say dick. Get out of here. It's not even that vulgar. Get out of here. Stupid. Worthless. I'm just saying, you want to be fluent. That's part of it.
Just ask it, what's another name for Richard?
I don't think that translates across languages.
I don't know. There's some nuances there.
Hey, who remembers that movie, Starship Troopers?
Who doesn't?
You act like you're like obscure movie. That's a pretty famous fucking movie.
I was like,
Hold
that's
on,
like
hold on.
everybody.
You guys
Oh,
remember
wait, hold
Wizard of
on.
Oz?
Hold on. You say that shit right now. There's people that were not into that bullshit. Then see it. There's actually there's gonna be a reboot of that shit now, which I hope they don't fuck it up because that's just a classic cult movie.
Yeah, but there's like 5 or like 6 or 7 of those movies, and they're all trash.
What? There was?
Except the
there
first
there
one.
was 2. No, there was 2. The first one was great. The
Nah,
second
there's-
one was
there's-
like
there's
whatever.
more.
No, I'm saying that there's more, but I'm just saying that those were the good ones. The first
Well,
one was the best one.
That was another movie that some people did not understand that it was a satire. It was making fun of some things, and they're like, "Oh, this is a great action movie." It's like, it's making fun of America, right? Like, are you joking?
Yeah, but it was still a damn good movie though.
Yeah, it was. Of course, I fucking loved it.
So there were 3, and there were 2 animated ones.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
There's
I did
2
not know
animated ones. One came out in 2012, and one came out in 2017. Speaking of adaptations, they're making a sequel to Live Die Repeat.
Live, die,
So this has had many titles. What was the original title of Live Die Repeat?
Um,
Day After Tomorrow? Well, no, not Day After Tomorrow. It was
no,
D-
that's that. That was that end of the world movie in New York.
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. I said Day After Tomorrow.
But that was
wrong.
based
wrong.
off of like a Japanese
That was a Tom Cruise movie, right?
Yeah.
Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise. Was that
Japanese light novel. All you need is kill. I didn't know about that yet, but yeah.
Yeah, it was based off a Japanese storyline or animation. I don't know what it was called.
Light novel.
Yeah. But it became a cult classic though. Like it has a huge following now. Now everybody has been asking for a sequel, and it sounds like they actually greenlit the sequel,
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
I didn't think
You
it
know-
was that good of a movie. Interesting concept. It's
You know
an
what movie-
interesting premise. I just didn't
you-
like it that much.
You know what movie I can't wait to go watch in the movie theater? Minecraft, the movie.
Edge of Tomorrow is better.
Like what?
That's like wanting to go watch Angry Birds.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Angry Birds.
Depends on whose bird is
All right,
angry.
so what's the list of shows? I'm actually not watching any of them.
I haven't
I
watched
did.
any of them.
I'm caught up on Invincible,
But
on
hold
Daredevil.
hold on.
outside
Just
of the current
Call
season.
them out first, right? People can't see what we're seeing, so you gotta say okay.
So Invincible. I'm caught up. I didn't start watching the third season. I
Yeah,
like
I-
Invincible. It's not that I don't want to watch it or whatever. I just haven't had the time or whatever. It's on my list of things to watch.
Yeah, I finished it. I like the last one. The one that keeps fucking pissing me off is that Mark or Invisible is like a fucking pussy. He doesn't want to use all his strength, and every time there's fucking in there, he gets his ass kicked nonstop.
Well, you also like. I agree. That's one annoying thing about the show is that he's a freaking pussy and everything like that. But I mean, it also aligns with what it is, right? He does have this strength, whatever, but he doesn't
Someone's
have
being
any
a
of the
big
formal.
back.
He doesn't have any of the formal training or anything like that. So like, I could see why he's like that, but it's also drawn out. At some point, freaking, he's got to be. It's a freaking superhero comic, and he's not a freaking superhero. He's like a failed superhero.
Which one are you guys talking about?
Invincible.
Oh God, fucking annoying. I hate him. It's a good show, but like it just feels like it's just gore porn at some points. Just watching people get their spines ripped out and
Well,
shit.
I
Like,
love that shit. That's fucking epic, bro. Fuck them up. Fuck them up.
oh,
I think that's why I like the show. I started watching Daredevil. I just watched the last Daredevil from Netflix. So I was caught up, and then I watched the first episode on the plane of the new one, and then I turned around and I was like, I'm just gonna wait for it to get like I don't know. I'm so fucking spoiled with this binge shit. This weekly shit fucking kills me, bro. Like just let me watch it and just move on to the next.
no. Oh, I think shows are so much better week to week, talking about the shows with your friends, discussing what happened, having theories. When people just binge, like I hate talking about a show that gets released all episodes at once. I hate, oh, Netflix just dropped the new Stranger Things. Oh, don't talk about it. I'm only in episode 3. I'm on episode 10. Like it just ruins a show. Growing with a show, watching week to week, talking about it is so much fucking better than binging a show. It's such a better experience. That's my feel. I think it's more because it's like, what are you watching it for? Like, I like to talk about the shows after. You can't when you binge it.
That reminds me, did The Pit came out in another episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I gotta
that.
watch that one. But
I gotta watch that.
the one before that also once again ended on one hell of a cliffhanger.
Well, the last two
Um,
did.
Yeah,
Kind of.
the last two did.
You guys watching The Pit?
Yeah.
Is it good? Should I watch it?
Yeah, real freaking good.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Fuck, I got another show I gotta goddamn watch now.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is the way that they make the show is it's not days. Like all these fucking
It's 24
hours.
format.
it's a 24-hour format. So every fucking hour is an hour on the clock. which is fucking.
And
great.
the last episode almost verified what I said. I was going off the assumption that it was a 12-hour shift, so there's gonna be 12 episodes. But based on that math, there should have been 2 more episodes. He said there's 3 more hours in the shift, so it's a 13-hour shift,
I thought
which
it
is
was
a little weird.
I thought it was 15 episodes, but
It is
you-
15.
You could be
Well,
right.
so it's a 15-hour shift.
I think it's a 15-hour shift.
All right, I'm gonna validate for you real quick. Hold on.
I could have sworn because they already greenlit season 2.
Right.
It's done. It's a done deal. I think it just became so fucking popular. They're like, yeah, we're gonna.
No, they actually greenlit it before, like there were like 2 episodes in or something like that, and they greenlit it right away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
15
it's 15
episodes.
hours. Yeah,
15 hours.
and
15
it ready.
episodes.
So each hour, right? So it starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it ends at 9 p.m. at night. That's their shift.
Hmm.
So 13 hours. But you said 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
7 a.m.
Oh, you said 7 a.m. I thought you said 8. My bad.
Yeah.
Got it.
I said, hold on. Maybe you can hear me better.
We're from New Jersey. We can't
if I
count in
talk-
case.
If I
You don't
talk like
realize-
this, does that sound better?
It just sounds like you have a cock in your mouth.
He's got a cock somewhere.
This leads into the segue. Kidding.
Segue to what? What are you segging to?
Segue to Dave's house.
I don't know. He's got a lot of pie left.
You stay the fuck away
It's
from
like
my pie.
warm apple pie.
Like warm apple pie.
Dave lives for that.
He's like, you're not touching my pie, man. That's my shit.
He's like, don't touch my pie. Don't touch it. Don't
I'll
touch
fight
it.
you all. Let's go. Fight you all. Let's go.
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
see-
just
you-
pick
you're
those
gonna
Reese's
see-
off.
You're gonna see in his pie. There's gonna in the middle is gonna be like a nice little tunnel.
Tunnel.
It's
So,
like, what
all
happened
right.
to the family pie?
So Miguel's not watching the show, but Lewis and Ed are. Who are your favorite characters in the pit?
Oh man, I'm horrible with.
I don't know.
guys.
I
So,
know it's
all
gonna
right.
sound cliche, but I like Robbie. He's fucking.
Well, he's the primary. Okay.
He's dealing with shit.
Yeah, Robbie and that the doctor, the intern, the one that thinks that she knows everything. I like her because she's like comes in cocky as fuck, and then all of a sudden she starts like doing fucked up things.
What's her name? Sanchez. I think Sanchez is her name.
Dirty Sanchez, probably.
Well, Jesus fucking Christ, this guy. I like.
Wait, how did Garcia not kill her after what she fucking like stabbed her in the foot?
Oh, the scalpel. In the,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
so
you're
it's
right.
not. So Garcia is the surgeon. So then it's Santos is the one that Ed likes. I like the autistic chick.
Mm.
I think she's the most talented out of all of them.
Well, how funny was it when they got rid of Doctor the Frank? When he was the guy that was leading everyone who was stealing the fucking medication.
That was
Yeah,
spoiler
that was the
alert.
cliff. That was the cliffhanger from last week. Yeah,
Spoiler alert from the last episode.
yeah they way to ruin it for freaking Miguel.
Miguel's not even paying attention.
So,
I'm happy. I don't want to listen to spoilers, but I'm listening to see if I want to watch the show. I always heard it was ER mixed with 24, so I'm
No,
curious.
so it's ER mixed with 24, but rated R, right? Or X, like anything goes.
yeah, you legit see a woman come in on a gurney with
And
titties
tit-
out, titties
Yeah.
out. Like
I love how there's so many good things about this show. And the first selling point that Lewis and Ed comes up with is
Titties
fucking
out.
rated X.
You
You
say
see
titties.
titties in the show.
Miguel
Like,
is
what are you-
told. He's like,
But
No,
it's
you didn't have to
hold
say
on,
anything
wait,
else.
Wait a minute.
She
wait
had
a
her
minute,
titties
wait a
out.
minute, wait a
You
minute.
should watch this
This
show.
motherfucker.
It
hold on,
wasn't
this mother-
sexy titties. It
this-
wasn't sexy
Hold,
titties.
hold on.
No, it
This
wasn't.
motherfucker Dave, he sits there, he acts like he doesn't fucking sit there and says, look at some titties, bro. You act like you don't see that shit, bro. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but like you're diminishing the show though. Like the show's so fucking good, and you're like
It
titties.
is.
oh, it's titties. Like what is wrong with
So-
you? How do you
so-
not like
so-
titties?
So I have this weird thing when I watch some movies or some TV shows, and I'm gonna look for it. But there's a show on Netflix. It was like a Western show, and the first like 30 seconds of it, they show a fucking kid hanging off of a fucking tree. And I said, if any fucking writers or directors are willing to kill off a fucking kid and show it, I think the show's worth watching it. Like that's my standards.
Wow, that was rough. That was
Well-
rough seeing that episode.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mhm.
It's like Godson or something like that. So that show when it was airing, and I saw that the freaking kid.
Well, that
was
happened on the
hanging-
pit. That happened on the pit too. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah. but you're able to see you're able to see this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I think if you're willing to cross that red line and show it, I think it's a show worth giving it giving a view. It could go south and it could. Oh, thank you.
oh my god! Look at this! Look at this! Fucking popcorn.
Well, like, so what I like about the show also, kind of like to Ed's point, right? It shows some really like freaking like holy shit. They're not scared to kind of like the Lewis spoiler part, like killing off a kid. They're not scared to do things like that. I think the show does a fantastic job of showing the professionalism, the chaos, and also the ability to separate. Like, so it's like they're going from room to room. It's like people's lives are changing. These patients, freaking fractured bones, fucking near-death experiences. Some people are like loved ones losing kids or losing their partners and anything like that. They're going through all that, but then like the doctors or nurses are still having their side conversations. It's like, oh, I just bought a puppy for my kids or whatever, or like my wife wants to go on vacation. All the like, it does a really good job of showing the absolute chaos, but at the same time, the absolute normalcy of their day-to-day lives as far as ER doctors and nurses or whatever.
But
even showing, and it shows everything, right? Like the nurses, but it also shows like the desk staff that are in the waiting room with like all the shit that they have to deal with. Or it does a really good show of showing everything that gets involved with their day-to-day lives.
So since they came in the beginning of the shift, episode 1, like the waiting room, it's an ER, right? So it's just packed. People are waiting there for hours. A guy has like a pencil stuck in his fucking head, and like people like they're in an ER. They're waiting to fucking see people. But obviously, there's priority for people that are coming in via ambulance, right? Because one person was in a car accident, one was an overdose, one was a slip and fall, and he hit his head. So it was like they're prioritizing all this stuff. In the meantime, you're seeing shit on the back end that nobody ever sees, like in other shows, like in ER or any of those other hospital shows,
Right.
where you have the hospital administrator breathing down the fucking
Right.
ER manager's neck, saying, "Hey, your ratings are low. Your timeouts are
You
too
saw that in
long."
Scrubs. You watch Scrubs?
And he was
Yeah,
bitching him out. It's like, well, if you pay your nurses more, maybe they would want to stay and they wouldn't quit. Like some shit like that. So
Also,
you see a
so
lot of
I
that
like in
back
the
end.
last episode where one of the nurses got assaulted.
Mhm.
So all the nurses get together and start ganging up on the ER man. Right when his boss comes down, saying like concerned about the nurse, like what the hell happened and what kind of show you're running. He's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Can you explain to the nurses how I requested extra security and safety for them and you denied it?"
He just slowly walks out while they're
And he
arguing.
slowly walks away because they all start asking her a bunch of questions. She was like, "Let's calm down now." That
We're all
was a
family here. No, fuck
What
your
a
family.
great scene.
That was hilarious the way he snuck out. That's why I like Robbie. He's cool.
Like what this show totally shows is how broken our medical, like we already know, our
Oh, yeah.
hospital system is broke, and they look at
Excuse
us.
me? In America, we're the best healthcare in the world. Everybody comes here to get surgery.
Medica.
No,
All right,
America.
He's 4 beers in. So here we go. Let's go,
3. This is my 3rd.
gentlemen. Start your engines.
Damn it! I thought he was gonna go. I thought he was gonna get. I was like trying to light that fire so I can.
Gonna go Yakuza on you.
You cut it off. You cut it off too early.
Lose cut it out. But it shows how fucked up things are. It's a good show. And the good thing about it, Miguel, is that you could watch it like all the way up to episode. I think what. Or an episode.
I think we're on the same episode count as Jersey's Medium, aren't we?
No. It's 10.
Episode 10.
Yep.
No, this week should be episode 11.
11.
Came out yesterday.
Oh, all right. We're off by 2. 3.
I'm like, I want to watch that. I want to watch Severance. Then I keep hearing Paradises might be good.
I heard that.
But are you guys watching Daredevil or no? The new Daredevil. You said Ed, you watched a little bit, but
I watched the first episode. It was like a little bit slow.
But you did not really. Doesn't seem like you were a fan of the Netflix ones. You said you didn't really watch
Well,
it recently.
What happened was
I was
Net-
a fan of Netflix.
I love the Netflix one,
Punisher.
but then as I was gonna start watching it, it canceled, and I'm like, fuck this, it's dead. It's not gonna do anything.
See, I
And then-
loved like Daredevil, Punisher, and Jessica Jones was so
yes,
good.
So
all of them were good.
so
Yeah.
when then I
Well,
realized
Luke
Iron
Cage wasn't
Fist.
that bad.
He was good. Yeah, Luke Cage was decent.
Iron
When-
Fist was trash.
Oh my god, garbage.
they pushed
And the
it out.
Defenders was terrible too. I didn't think the Defenders was good either.
No, it was the Defenders was too Iron Fist focused. They fucked
Yeah,
that
it
part
was-
up.
Kind of boring. Yeah.
But anyway, a long story short is that I didn't realize how good the last season of Netflix was. It was fucking amazing. So it's like now they're piggybacking off of that storyline. So what I heard is originally when Daredevil's about to be released, once they stopped it and they basically reshot the whole thing all
Yeah.
over again because it was just not going the right direction.
Well, they wanted to make it like a law procedural. Disney is so fucking horrible at creative control. They're so terrible. I can't stand it.
Dude, that was
So
fucking
that's why
chicken.
I'm like again, I'm like I've jumped off the Marvel bandwagon because I just found their stuff to be just getting tedious to watch everything. Disappointed with so many of their shit. So I'm like, do I really want to get back into Marvel? I don't want to follow. I don't want to get back into the MCU. I'm done with it.
I think MCU is over flooded. So, but if you trim the fat though, like you can still follow it. It's not horrible.
What
I'm
are you
just not
saying?
interested in following
MCU
it.
needs
Like,
I'm not
so
interested.
I watched Captain America. Like, was it a great movie? But it was once again. I watch movies to be entertained. Was it entertaining? Yes.
But it was
Yeah.
a patchwork, right? It was a patchwork. If you noticed it, all the reshoots, you could notice the reshoots. It's like they added more unnecessary scenes in some places.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Nobody watches Severance. Nobody watches Paradise.
No,
Nobody-
I want to
nobody
watch.
You don't
I want to
wanna-
watch Severance.
I'm not watching Daredevil, but actually I just saw yesterday, or was it today? Might have been today. TikTok, a scene for Daredevil, and it is funny. It's silly. Why all of a sudden I want to watch the show? But there's a guy, I don't know the context of the show, or whatever, but he's describing Puerto Rico to Matt Murdock, or whatever. He does such a beautiful description of Puerto Rico, especially the coquí. So I was showing my girls like, I want to watch this show now, but now I also want to go to Puerto Rico with you, right? Because he did it was like a beautiful little scene. Of course, Puerto Rican bias or whatever, but I was like, now I want to watch the show because it was well done, that little scene.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, Ed. I want to hear your goddamn weird story now, please. I'm done. I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting.
I've been waiting.
All right. And put the popcorn to the side.
Now I gotta put my popcorn out.
I think I have popcorn, but I'm far too lazy to go downstairs and pop it.
I could go for some popcorners.
That's why kids are
I'm
awesome.
trying not to make the bag crunching sounds. This giant fucking Costco bag of caramel corn. So like I'm trying to be muted whenever I grab.
So
What?
I know this person, right? Right. They, they're actually married. And I'm really good friends with her, right? And she was telling me, it's like, when they separated, everything was great, and then they got back together, like maybe about a year ago. So
Hold
she
on.
said-
You just
Right.
say when they separated, everything was great.
So let me take steps back. I caught myself saying it wrong too.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
So hold on. So like when the relationship ended, right? Everything, they separated on their own, and then after 4 years they got back together, and now things are a little bit flourishing a little bit more. So her husband today, right? Because they never got divorced. Her husband, has a problem. He's limped, right? So like every time he gets it up, either he's a 1 second man, right? He passes it by with her, and he already gone, and he's ready to go to sleep. So she got up, and then she turned around. She's like, "Look, I can't live like this anymore, right? We need to change things up because obviously you're having all the fun and I'm not." So
So
Right.
this is a story that she's telling like in Aruba at like the pool, or how what is it? What is like the setup for
Well,
this conversation?
this conversation happened me like 2 days before leaving to Aruba. So it's someone that actually lives here, and we're just having this conversation, and she turned around, she's like, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, so I mean, like, if you love him, you got to try to save it. Like, I understand that you're having this problem. And she's like, well, the only way that this is gonna stay around, and then she shows me a picture of a fucking big ass dildo like this, like this, like this, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. He'll use it on you, and everything will be. He's like, oh no, I want to use it on him. And I was like, what? And I said, but hold on, time out. What is his thoughts behind it? And she turned around. He's like, he said that he'll do anything to be with me. So then I introduced this to him, and he said, order it.
Why are you king shaming, you motherfucker?
Not, but I guess my question is like, okay, fine, but like, and the problem is he only lasts a minute.
Right.
I guess I'm confused, like, why this helps her. It's not going to help her get off.
Well,
She's not gonna
Well, no,
finish
it could. It could.
because it's used
it.
for
It's
her.
double-sided, I guess.
It's used for her and also for him. So her fantasy, she's always wanted to have a fantasy of her doing a dude, right? That was
She likes pegging.
yeah,
That's her kink.
that's her thing, and she always wanted to do it, but she never had the right partner or never had the balls to kind of say it. But like after that breakup, you have 3 years of like maturing yourself, doing whatever you want to do. Then you come back. Now you're at the point. Now
This is our sponsor.
now you're at the point the relationship is like, okay, if you want to be, if I'm going to be in here, it's going to be in my terms. So now as part of her terms is she has to do this act on him, right? And then I said, stop. I was like, what does he say about this? Like, what is his thoughts about this? And she's like, he's totally in it. I was like, what do you mean he's totally in it? I was like, yeah, he's wanting to do it. They haven't yet been able to do it because she has someone staying with them, and it's a relative of hers, and they sleep together, and he sleeps in a different room just to accommodate that, right? Her mom, basically, her mom's there, so her mom is there. She's like, when is the 18th? On the 18th is when she leaves, and he keeps telling her every single fucking day, I can't wait for the 18th. And I was like, isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Like, you should be excited because he's gonna be able to take care of you, but no, it's the other way around. And then she turned around, she's like, ever since I was with that person, I've always had an inkling that this person was I just always lost it. This person always had that inkling that he wanted that to happen to himself. So now I'm going to take a step back, right? You hear that story. Now I'm going to throw it back to you guys. If you have in your relationship, right? In your relationship, if it comes to the point that the girl wants to do what Dave calls pegging,
that's not what Dave calls it. That's what it's called.
That's actually, it's not Dave's thing.
what
That's
Dave-
a real thing.
I don't know. I don't.
Giving out titles over here.
I don't know. I don't know. I really
Dave
didn't have the
invented it.
ambition.
That's
Yeah,
what he's making
Dave-
it sound like.
Dave is actually, if you go pegging.com right now, pegging.com right now, put it up.
Dave's
pegging.com.
face.
You'll,
He's
you'll
a
see the
logo.
picture like this, like
Easy there. I just got pegged.
With the animation at the bottom going,
But all seriousness, would you guys do that?
so. I would not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I
I
can't
would
do
not.
that.
I don't have.
No.
I don't have any desire. Like now,
Yeah.
I would not. Do I look at men that do that in a negative light? No. Right.
Oh,
Once
no,
again,
no,
I do
no,
not
no.
kink shame
Mm.
or whatever. But I do not have a physical interest in having that happen to me.
And I've heard like some guys have crazy orgasms because again the prostate is in the guy's ass, and some guys, like they say, milking a guy get you off, but like it doesn't appeal to me. Like I'm like, no, not my.
Wasn't that a scene in Road Trip?
No, it was a scene in American Pie 2. Stifler.
Yeah, when he went to
There's a prostate
Sperm
exam.
bank.
with sperm
Yeah,
bank.
the prostate exam.
You know, or it was either it was either
Did I-
sperm bank or
did I
prostate
say
exam.
road trip?
Oh
Sperm
no,
bank.
no, it wasn't
Sperm
prostate exam. She
Sperm
milked
bank.
his prostate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
milked
he-
his
Sperm
prostate.
bank. Yeah, that was Stifler. Yeah.
Yeah, it was American Pie 2, not Road Trip. You're
so,
still obsessed with Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yes. If,
You're thinking of Euro Trip. I said Road Trip.
Oh, which one's Road Trip?
Road Trip's the one with
Tom Green?
Tom Green. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Euro Trip.
No, yeah.
So I guess I was.
But
the
as
Michelle
far as
Trachtenberg thing.
the wife in this story, though, right? Where Miguel was asking where, like, how would that fix her, right? Like that's femdom, right? She gets off
Yeah.
on the power trip of the reversal of roles,
I get
or
the
whatever.
I
So
get the
that can be
mental-
very.
I get the mental getting off, but physically, if the problem is he comes in 1 second, right? Doesn't, and I guess falls asleep. It doesn't care about if she comes or not, or doesn't care if she has an orgasm.
That is
This, I
that's
get it
fucked up.
makes her turns her on mentally, but like, will it actually physically get her off? Doesn't seem
I
like
mean,
it. But hey,
there's
whatever.
Don't downplay the effects that mental stimulation has on the physical body.
I get it.
We're in the
I've
matrix.
never heard of a girl pegging a guy and that makes her come.
Did you just break your microphone?
Well, okay, so there are dildos or pegging straps or whatever that peg
Yes,
the guy,
correct.
but they
Now what I'm talking
also
about. You know,
also is also inserts into her. So while
Yeah,
she's
that-
pegging, right,
yeah.
she's also getting herself off.
no, but then that wasn't like really seems like what they were talking about though. That's why I mean I'm like,
Well, I mean, they may or may
Those are
not, right? Like I'm
chemicals.
sure they
tell them
didn't
to
show
film it. We can
everything.
analyze it on the podcast.
Have it all blurred.
First-hand experience.
Look,
Her
as
tech-
he takes.
And you know what?
Now,
I mean,
Did
we
this
can
guy try
critique her technique.
Cialis?
The
Well, the
what?
problem doesn't seem like
Um,
problem seems like it comes too fast. Not that.
Yeah.
Well,
so
no.
that-
Cialis has a
Oh yeah, that's true.
it'll help you last longer.
Yeah, it
Or
does.
stay hard after you. Come.
There's. She tells me that he did take a pill, right, and it did work. But the problem is that the second one came like almost ready to go. It was like
Wow.
So he has a quick reload.
quick reload and quick unload.
But can he keep going?
Light trigger pull.
I
I mean, if you can keep going, it's not that big of a deal or as big of a deal, right? If you can keep going.
Listen,
Right.
we're not immortal. You only can go so many times.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, if you take the pill and you stay hard, then
He's just saying he's still quick fire. Oh, I don't know.
but as long as
I mean, you can stay
Yeah, but it
hard
doesn't
and
matter
blank
if he
fire.
comes. If he still stays
Yeah.
hard and he can keep going, then that's what really matters for her, right? I mean,
like again, I try not to ask a lot of questions because I feel like it's
Why? I
personal.
would never stop asking questions.
Right.
next time send Miguel in. He's the
I'm here to
gumshoe.
find information. I
He's
don't
gonna
care.
inspect the gate.
It's like, can I be? In
I'm
the
gonna, if he
room?
wants to peg him, I'll critique her technique. Like, listen, your doggy style is trash. Trash. All right, you got to angle it this way. All right. What? You never fucked a guy before? Jesus Christ. Like,
Pathetic, he says. Pathetic.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ.
What is
Your thrust.
What
on
is that
the
position?
Conversation has gone south, literally.
Hmm.
What is it?
What'd you
The
say?
thrust ratio? Is that what
the
you said?
thrust, you're thrusting. The way
Yeah.
that you're thrusting.
you got to
You can say it.
alternate depth. You got to alternate pace. You got to switch it up.
Is this the thrust to
What are you, a noob?
angle? The thrust to angle coefficient is that's what it is.
You're talking about Silicon Valley?
Yes.
No, that's a different thing.
Coefficient.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck
The
was I
jerk
gonna ask?
efficient.
I was gonna just ask something. Fuck, I forgot. Lost it.
Fuck. We have a lunar eclipse tonight.
Yeah, what time's that happening?
Sometime around midnight, but I as long as clouds don't roll in, I heard we have some clouds coming in to fuck up some shit. I don't know what the cloud cover is right now, but I think it's supposed to start around 11:56, and then we're gonna be asleep by the time it's full eclipse, which I think is like
Maybe you will
2:30
be.
a.m.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna-
will be asleep. Fuck
I'll be
you.
making my
2:30
7-Eleven trip to get some buffalo chicken
Oh,
rollers.
oh,
At
Oh,
2:30 a.m. Jesus Christ!
Is your jacuzzi okay? Remember, it wasn't holding the heat.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, what I think I realized was that if you run both sets of jets, it doesn't have enough doesn't draw enough electricity to also run the heater at the same time.
Doesn't have enough
So that's
torque.
why when I'm by myself, it never has that problem because I'm only running one set of jets at a time usually. So that's
Wow.
what the problem was.
Got it.
Is this a good time for you guys to talk to us? Let us know how the jacuzzi went when you guys stepped over.
When you're not so homophobic, two guys can hang out in the jacuzzi and bullshit for hours until the jacuzzi stops producing heat. That's how it works.
Well, what do you need heat for if you have two guys in jacuzzi?
And also
then what
remember, I always provide the reach around.
That's right. He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. Okay? You two selfish
Is he
fucks
coming
would
or
not
going?
understand. Coming and going.
Ah. If he can come while going, then that's some
That's
talent.
the dream. It's the dream.
Dream team.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys missed out. Me and Dave were hanging out, bullshitting, enjoying the night.
Yep.
Talking about pegging.
Pegging didn't come up.
No. Did it come up?
Pegging
I
came
don't
up
think
on
it
the car ride.
Two
Pegging
guys,
came up on
one
the car
tub.
ride.
Right. It did. We did talk about it.
Wait.
That was a topic we talked about.
What?
Yeah. We talked about everything.
What was the context?
What was the context?
Well, like
We just talked about it.
the openness of the conversation, like me and my girl have, where we talk about everything, like all
Mm.
hypothetical scenarios of spicy times. So pegging
you're-
did come up.
So you're talking to Miguel like she's your girlfriend.
No, you fucking idiot. You need fucking help.
You two motherfuckers need Jesus.
I was talking to him.
That just reminded me of that scene from Bad Boys.
Everything you said, I just home in the one thing you said. That was it.
I was talking to Miguel about my girl and all the hypothetical scenarios we discuss, so that we're well versed in our boundaries, what can happen, what can't happen, or whatever. So amongst those conversations, pegging came up. She asked if I was interested. I gave her the same answer I gave you guys. I'm not physically interested in that or whatever. Miguel had his
Hold
own
on,
2
you
cents
said-
that he added to
said-
that.
You said you're not physically, but mentally are you?
I'm also not mentally,
Okay.
What about emotionally?
emotionally, no. Mentally,
have to-
physically,
We
emotionally.
have to
I'm
ask
already
these
good.
questions because we know she's watching.
I got no shame. You guys can ask away. Ask me anything. I got no shame because
I feel like Lewis is sitting here not saying anything. I feel like Lewis definitely has a lot of kinks on the level of me and Dave where he just doesn't want to admit to.
That's not one of them.
Interesting
Edric-
that Miguel said that. So I talked to my girl. She watches the stream or whatever. She has many opinions of Lewis. She calls Lewis her gay bestie.
Gay bestie.
That's not helping. That's not gonna
What?
help.
What? Explain this one to me.
She also says she's saying Lewis has a dildo on his ass right now as we speak.
Hey, you know what, Lewis? Good on you if you can do that. That's a talent.
Dude, if I could keep this straight face and it's in, then I got you all fooled. That's it.
You're doing something right.
I'm doing a lot of fucking things right. I'm on top. Literally, I'm on top.
You're her gay
Right.
bestie because when you were both at the house, the vibes you were giving out, the vibes also being given off by her to you was very gay bestie vibe. Or whatever. You're like, yes, girl, yes, or some shit like that. You gave off gay bestie vibes.
All right. Whatever you say, darling.
I was shocked last week. Lewis was very open. Usually, Lewis is a little bit of a closed book. Doesn't share a lot with us. I have no idea. Lewis, you don't talk about your personal life. You know what? It's Lewis time. Let's interview Lewis. You know what?
man.
Lewis is on the hot seat.
There is no personal life right now. I'm and that's by choice.
Are you on dating sites?
I am.
Which sites do you use?
Originally, I was using Bumble.
Okay.
Went on
That's
a
how
few
I met
dates.
my girl.
Yeah, I went on a few dates on Bumble. It was, nothing serious. And then the one I recently switched to was called
Christians.
Woo Plus.
Woo Plus. I
Woo
have
Plus.
never heard of this. What's the selling point of Woo Plus? Is this a mail or bride site? Don't lie to me, Lewis. Fucking lie to me.
Lewis, don't
I
do it,
can't
Lewis.
confirm nor deny.
That
You
sounds like
motherfucker.
that sounds like
I'm
Asian
looking it up
brides.
right now.
Woo
looking
plus.
it up
I'm
right
that's fucking
now.
Asian brides. I know it. I fucking know it.
But from what country? You got to guess what country.
Thailand. No, Vietnam.
No.
Nice. I'm not gonna say it out loud. You both could Google it if you want, but nice for you, Lewis. I like
Thank
it.
Thank
Good
you.
for you, Lewis.
Woo plus.
Now they're all intrigued. Now they're all intrigued.
Well
Okay.
done, Lewis. I like it.
All right.
So
I would never
So
never
here's the
guess that in a
thing.
million years.
I
Okay.
actually fucking matched. I didn't match, but I saw someone that was on there. It was this girl that I follow on Twitch that's in town.
And she's on there?
She's on there, yeah.
Hit her up, man. Like, hey, you got
Mm.
Twitch. I'm a podcaster. Let's meet up.
I'm like, I gotta bring you on. Let's go.
No. You gotta,
But
you
yeah.
gotta, you gotta
So-
seal the deal.
I googled it because I wanted to know what it does, and of course one of the first.
You know,
Reddit
what? let
things-
me Google it. Make sure it's the right one. And make sure you guys are looking at the right
Right.
fucking
It's a
shit.
BB. It's a bigger people.
Yeah, it's a
dating app.
Yeah.
BBW, yeah.
BBW.
So the one person they it's Reddit plus size, and they're like, has anyone ever tried the Woo Plus dating app? And if so, have you had luck? Whatever. So they're saying that the problem is they're starting to think it's like a way for just I guess regular I guess skinny guys to try to just like hit a fat fetish. And there's like no guys on the app, so you should be killing this app. There's not actually a lot of guys.
Get it, Lewis. Get it, man.
You're gonna kill on this app. You're gonna kill 'em.
like I said,
Because
I
every dating
literally
app-
just downloaded it this week. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
So before that, it was Bumble. Never Hinge. Never. Tinder.
never
Tinder
tried-
is like-
I was on Tinder. Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah,
so many people on there
Tinder,
that
Tinder was
scam.
not cool.
Yeah, there's so many scammers on there, or fucking people that funnel you to their OnlyFans or their Snapchats. Like Tinder just fucking blows. I never tried Hinge. That might be next.
I haven't been on a dating app in.
have you tried?
Oh my God, more than like
Facebook-
6 years.
The Facebook Market one dating app. Oh,
Oh yeah, whatever
Facebook
happened
Market.
with that? I haven't heard
There's
shit
a,
about
there's a
Facebook. dating.
Facebook Market. You can
No,
buy
no, no.
girls.
Right off the market.
My girl
I mean-
suggesting that you try Boo, the dating app Boo.
Boo.
What's
BO?
Boo?
I'm curious.
What's the tag on that one?
All
I know
gays.
I know she. Oh, she says for it's for antisocial people.
Antisocial. That sounds right up my valley. Yeah.
Valley,
let's
this
go.
motherfucker can't even talk.
Let's
He's so
go.
excited right now.
I gotta keep drinking.
Lewis is hard right now just talking about all these dating apps.
Lewis, why don't you just get on one of them right now and just swipe left and right and say, you know what? This is
Wait, it's a picture of a ghost. Is this like a ghost fetish? Like what is this?
No, you dumb fuck.
Let's see.
It's for people that got ghosted because they're antisocial. Okay.
There are
Yeah.
so many dating apps. It's crazy.
There are a million, and now now the problem is that there's a lot of like they're flooded probably with like fake AI profiles. I'm
A
guessing.
lot. Bumble has them.
Well, I get a lot
I
of
ran
like,
into that on Bumble.
I get a shit ton of
Imagine-
Instagram recommendations for like AI language apps, which is just
They're
all you're
garbage.
just using ChatGPT skins to like rip you off. It's so annoying. It's so
Mhm.
fucking annoying.
So my girl's saying that Boo focuses on personality as far as the profiles.
Like old school OK Cupid.
Yeah.
You guys remember that shit?
Oh, I
Plenty of
forgot- I
Fish,
forgot
OK
about that app.
Cupid.
No, I
I-
never. I
I remember
used
Plenty
those
of
apps.
Fish.
I started Bumble because Bumble's platform it encourages, doesn't force, but encourages the women to be the one to make the first move.
Well, now it's that they got
Girl-
rid of that. That was their whole
Yeah,
hook.
they got rid.
Women message
Yeah,
first.
that was the whole hook, and they got. But my girl also said she was like she's actually happy because it was almost anxiety driven that like she had to go reach out or whatever to all these guys or
Oh,
whatever.
is it annoying to fucking reach out first?
I
Is
wonder.
it fucking annoying?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, respect my
Miguel,
girl's
get her.
emotions, okay? A fucking.
Here's what's annoying.
I'll
here's what-
drop
here's
you
what
out
I
and
know.
smack you
Here's
right
what
out
I
of your
know.
jacuzzi, okay?
Here's what annoys me. Yeah, I know. It's
Got a
annoying.
floater in a
It's-
jacuzzi.
It's annoying that guys would have to. It's annoying that whoever has to message first. And messaging first sucks. What I hated was when they would be like, "Oh, hey is not enough." Every girl would be like, "Entertain me or surprise me or like
Tell me a joke.
like dazzle me with your
The
fucking
fuck
opening
outta
message."
here.
And then when I'm on Bumble, every girl, hey. Like they're like, oh, so everything you complain about with guys is exactly what you
They-
fucking do when you have to
They
message
want you to
first.
be like a fucking monkey in a circus. They want you to do like
Yeah.
10,000 things to impress them. I'm like,
I'm shotgun
No.
blasting. Hey, if you like me, you like
I've
me.
had
You
a
don't, you know,
long day
fuck off.
just like you. I
Yeah.
have to use ChatGPT
Yeah.
to be fucking creative. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. After me and my girl like met up and we started talking and everything like that, I remember like she actually showed me, right? Because like we were both on Bumble or whatever. I was talking to her, and I think I was at that time talking like to two other girls. The two other girls were like didn't seem very interested in anything like that. So like me, so at that time I just said like I was talking to three girls at the one time. She showed me her Bumble app or whatever. She gets so many fucking messages
Oh, they get
Mhm.
flooded.
or likes or just like attention grabbers or whatever the fuck the Bumble does or whatever.
Yeah.
And
They don't have to
I was
pay.
like,
right?
holy shit! Like, first of all, I told her, I
I
was like,
think so.
I'm extremely lucky that I made it through all the noise.
Bro,
What she said
it's
separated
crazy.
me. What she said separated me from all the people that I at least got the response, and then after that is my interaction personality. But what I at least got the response from her was I sent her a like, but I also sent a message along with it. And my message was very simple, probably something she's heard a million times. Was that I was like, you have beautiful eyes because she has beautiful blue eyes or whatever. And I told her like your hair is very nice. I told like your hair is on point. Very
And
simple
I
message.
am open to pegging.
Not that I'm open to pegging.
That was in the profile.
My friend Miguel and possibly Lewis are open to pegging, but not me.
After the categories,
Only in hot tubs
only
and
in
only on
episodes,
days that end in Y.
right? So basically, my girl's watching. She's like, yeah, send the compliment. So I send the compliment. So like to your
Yeah.
point, Miguel, yes, a lot of people just send hey, right? But like sometimes, and every girl is different, right? I'm not gonna say like
Yeah, I know.
what works for me and my girl is gonna work for every guy's interaction on a dating app or whatever. But like sending them a compliment other than just hey does go a long way.
I just message him and say, hey, you look my next favorite mistake.
You stupid fuck.
It actually works though. I've had actually good progress with that.
That's like I was like, would you like to be my future ex-wife? It's
Yeah.
a sick fucking line.
Those pickup fucking line shit. Ugh. Well, if you got a good one that hasn't been like burned on Reddit, it can work, I guess. It's possible. I remember for a long time it was
depends on
like
the
making
girl.
a PowerPoint side profile, you know.
Every girl is different.
So the biggest tip I heard for guys, because girls doesn't matter. Like guys will swipe on a picture of a girl's like fucking forehead and say like because guys don't care. They're just like it's a numbers game.
I'm very picky about foreheads, so that's not me.
He likes five heads.
Yeah. So
Fact.
get real like professional pictures taken or get somebody to take pictures for you because guys apparently on their profiles have the worst pictures ever. They always say the best thing you do for your profile is get somebody who knows how to take pictures to take your pictures for you and have a woman set up your profile because men are so fucking bad at this.
This is hilarious. So my girl gave me the same criticism. She was like, I had to teach you how to take a selfie. She's like, most of your pictures were not flattering of you
You're like
at
this.
all. She said there was only she was like only one of your pictures really grabbed my attention.
Mhm.
And I was like, thank God I at least got one picture right.
Yeah.
She said
Which
all the
picture
other
was
pictures
it?
were not flattering. So like
He was twerking.
yeah, I was twerking.
Him
So she
getting
actually
tagged
showed
by
me how to
himself.
take selfies or whatever. So and like
High
different
angle.
angles.
High
Yeah,
angle.
high angle
With duck
or
face.
whatever.
I mean,
With a little bit of moment to like show your best
Little-
features.
you gotta
or
do
whatever.
like a little
we were able to
Zoolander.
See that. We were able to
Zoolander.
see that at the beer fest, right? You were taking your stuff, but when you smile, you like your chin tucks in, and you're like 100 miles per hour.
He knew exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. I saw that when because he went outside. He's like, "Oh, let me." Like, I know you wanted to take a picture because it's like, yeah, you're sick and tired of seeing the city, but like, shit, how many times do you really come up here and able to see the skyscrapers and
Right.
So I saw the picture. Yeah, that made sense. But when I saw it, I was like, dude, this guy takes a picture like that every time. But now I notice your angle's different now, though.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
it's not straightforward. Now it's like,
Yep. And that's because my girl. But you know what I respect the way my girl did it. Like she didn't make me feel bad about it.
No,
She was like,
just-
she was like,
just
you,
kinda-
she was like,
yo,
you-
yo,
like, she
get
was
your
like,
shit together.
she was like, you look so much better. Like, so the pictures aren't showing off like how handsome or attractive you
It-
truly are, or whatever. So like,
You know, it reminds me of those like I forgot there was like a movie or something like that. Like the guy was trying to take a picture, and he's like, when he takes a picture, he's like not getting his face at all. He's getting like his chest and his arm. He can't even take a selfie by himself. You ever see? I forgot what movie that was. Like the whole time he's trying to do, he's doing it wrong, and he can't even take a simple selfie for himself.
I don't know what movie that is.
I gotta find it.
Well, they say every guy has the picture in the car with their sunglasses on. That's their fucking selfie profile picture.
You know, that is the
It's like
only
That's
every
selfie I.
fucking guy's profile.
That's the only selfie I have not taken.
It's funny because I actually have one when I was in Aruba. Let me see if I can find it.
I don't like want her to know what I'm driving.
What? Just Louis?
What?
I just
Louis, you got to show us one of your dating profile pics.
Show us your profile.
no.
Put it on the
I
screen.
don't need to see your whole profile. Just
No.
one of your pics, and be honest. Just one of your pics. You got to show it. Come on.
No.
Come on, Louis. Come.
No. I don't want to get doxxed on stream.
Ready?
Okay, that's actually
Ready? This is the picture of me in Aruba. Ready? Hold on.
Are you holding your dick? What is going on in that picture?
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah,
first
why
of
are you
all,
holding
That
why
is-
are you looking at his dick?
I'm
You
not
look-
holding.
you-
I'm not holding my dick. My hand's right there, motherfucker.
Oh, it was like so bright. Oh, okay, now I see.
My girl's saying you got to share the picture. She wants to see.
Negative.
not even one picture.
No.
This is Lewis's picture like this.
I work in cybersecurity. It's too easy to do reverse image lookups. No.
Oh my god.
You're on YouTube right now.
Lou wants one of these. Ready?
First of all, how many viewers do you think we have?
Once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever.
It's not true. No, she can
Okay,
see it all the
but
time.
Louis, they could reverse image a still of the freaking thing anyway, of the stream anyway.
That's okay. That's fine. they won't have a reverse of the image. That's what counts.
Yeah, I need to get a new arm. This arm's fucking falling apart. This is his his
She's
picture.
saying send it to me and I'll send it to her so that will stay private so that she could
Give you
critique it
pointers.
for you.
Actually, you honestly should let her critique your profile. That's a good
Should
idea.
I?
Not on the
Listen,
the screen,
she's
not on the podcast.
No,
Just
yeah,
outside of that.
and I'm gonna agree to that because at least she's gonna give you a woman's perspective on
of her gay best friend.
yeah.
really not my gay best friend, her gay best friend. which is
Yeah.
you.
Her gay best
Let
friend.
me say, Dave's like, let me be clear. Her gay best friend, not mine.
Oh God!
Hold on.
He's all of our gay
Hold on.
best friend. Don't be
Hold on.
limiting
Oh,
him.
shit.
Don't limit
Hold
him.
on.
No kink
So-
shaming. Stop that.
So
That's right.
like 2 years ago, I had a barbecue at my house, right? And I had the guys over. Dave, I don't know where you were. I think you were working like one of
Yeah.
your weird schedules.
And now I'm gonna be
Miguel
full gay
already
too.
Miguel already knows where this is going.
Yeah,
He
hold
already
on.
knows.
Yo, your girl gotta listen to this. So we're at my house, right? We're cooking. I'm introducing all my friends, right? My guy friends with my other friends, and they met. And at the time, my friend he bought a Tesla. He just bought the Tesla, and I think Louis said, "Hey, I want to go see. Like, I want to see it."
Sorry.
So
I didn't want to do
Yeah,
gay.
but this is pre all the nonsense that's been going on.
This is all the BS. Like this is like 2 or 3
It
years
wasn't,
ago.
but this was
It
already
wasn't
when I
as
was like,
bad. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad.
It was nowhere near as bad.
Yeah, you
No,
weren't-
of course not.
Yeah, so
I still
so-
was saying don't buy it, but
Yeah, so they go outside and Luce is asking questions, and then Miguel was there too. Miguel was like, you can see he's looking at it. He's like not impressed. He's like, this shit looks ugly. Like you can see his face, right?
they
and
are
then-
ugly.
And then my friend's wife says, "Oh, they look." He's like, "Oh, how long you guys been together?" or something like that. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then she's like, "Them? How long have they been together?" And I'm like, I was like, "What?" I was like, "They're not gay. Like they're not together." I was like, "What are you talking
Dude,
about?" I was like,
we
"Hold on."
literally-
It's like
I-
out of nowhere.
Wait, Louis and
I
Miguel?
remember looking at her like, "What are you saying? What?"
She's
We
like, "What the
literally
fuck?"
like were sitting 5 feet apart in different chairs.
right. The
Just
one
happened to
time-
like just be the 2 single guys there. They're like definitely gay. Like what?
Right. And the problem is
Yeah.
that the one thing was like Luce was just looking at the Tesla. Like Lucy just wanted to see
Yeah.
what the fuck it was all about, and Miguel just went on the ride. But then she turned around and said that. And when your girls turned around and said that, and that's like the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm like, I gotta talk about
You
this.
know, that popped into my mind too when he started mentioning that shit. I'm like, wait, is
Yeah.
this the same story? I'm like, oh fuck, it's not.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was
My
coming.
my girl just called you guys the closet bros.
You know what? Maybe we should rename
I'm versatile.
the
In the
stream to
closet,
that.
out of the closet. I don't care.
Miguel swings every which way.
You give him another
Although
beer.
she-
you give,
You know what? I've been unmarried a long time.
she's
you
still
know?
very serious about Lewis sending her that pic. She wants to
Yeah.
critique it. She wants to give you positive advice.
All right, I privately I'll do it. I'm just
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
doing it on stream.
that's what Dave said. Just send it
Yeah.
to him.
Send it to me and I'll send it to her. I trust me, I won't send it to any of these fucking knuckleheads. I won't
Except-
do you like that.
I
Lewis.
don't know if I
Except-
believe you, but I'll send it.
Except me.
I will not send it to Ed.
Do it.
Ed will put like a collage out of it and shit.
He'll fucking
It's like, oh,
AI
look at this
fucking photo
collage.
edit that shit.
He'll put it into like AI and just fucking put me in all kinds of weird positions because I know him. See how he's smiling right now? He knows what's up. He knows that's exactly what he's gonna do. That's why I don't like that shit.
In the middle of the podcast, as we're talking, I'll just take over the screen and just start fucking just.
It's like, oh, what? Like he'll start doing all these different prompts to the fucking thing.
Remember this, Walker? Walk? No, nobody. Walker? No.
No.
Jesus.
Walk who?
So anyway,
Anywho,
back to interrogating Lewis. How
Yeah, we
come?
went off on a tangent on that.
Yeah, I don't even know where the fuck we went. Why are you the man of mystery? Like, why do I never hear shit about your dating life in the group chat ever?
I don't know. I don't like to kiss and tell.
You got you all eating and telling every goddamn day. You can't kiss and tell a little bit. Jesus Christ, just saying what's up. You know, not any dates. Like, I would like to hear about the dating life that you're going through. I like to hear about the BB, not BBC. I'm sorry, I confused you for a second.
BBC, what do we do?
BBW.
BBW dating sites. Like, I want to know about this stuff. I want to hear these stories.
Out of all those here, I'm really close with Lewis, and Lewis doesn't. I have to like pull fucking from his fucking teeth to get information from him. I'm like, dude,
Your brother's no
why?
different though. Maybe it's a Virgo thing. We just don't like talking about our personal lives.
Oh my God, you are gay if you're talking about horoscopes. Just FYI.
I'm
All
like,
right. Am I wrong though? Did Alduin ever talk about that shit?
listen, my brother and I are two
Mm.
fucking different animals, bro.
That's what I mean.
Alden is just very reserved.
That's
when-
me. I don't.
when he met his fiance, he did tell me, like, he was like, hey, I met someone really good, and I was like, oh, I'm happy for you, but he didn't tell me who it was. And then he eventually said it was, who she was, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I can't wait. You guys are together. But yeah, my brother doesn't, like, me and my brother like are two fucking different things. The single me, and then now there's me that's now relaxed and happily loved, very happily loved.
Nice. The little look over the shoulder thing. Where is she? Is she sleeping? I said, I'm surprised she hasn't peeped in yet.
No, she's sleeping, man. She's
Okay.
she's working.
If you want to have her as a guest one week, you have to let me know in advance. I want to prepare interview questions.
Oh boy.
I don't
to
know. I think-
interrogate.
I would love to have Dave's girl too one day.
I think Dave would not like that.
I would be okay with it. I think she would also like have a
Ooh.
good time with it. But the thing is, we do it on Fridays, and she works Fridays.
Well, we
No,
can switch the days. We
No,
can
no,
do a Thursday or
definitely,
something.
We're definitely going to be switching days. Like Fridays is
Yeah.
going to end up like the summer's
Well, man,
coming around.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my days off. Just so you
Yeah,
guys know.
so we could do a Thursday. We could
Thursday's
do
good.
Thursday because we all have to work Friday, so it doesn't mean anything. We could
And then
move it
again,
back.
I might be putting words in her mouth. I'm not saying she's 100% going to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
she could answer herself right now.
no.
In 40 seconds, she can.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's delay.
Yeah, the
Or whatever the
delay.
delay is.
But no, it's not that. But regardless of the fact, we're gonna start changing it up. Like what I want to do is,
Well, you already said we
since-
want to change it for the summer anyways.
Yeah, for the summer.
Yeah.
Thursday works. The second thing is, I want to do an in-house like offline podcast. Like I want to try to do it like not going live, and
Oh,
us sitting in-
pre-recorded.
pre-recorded to see how it goes. You
Like
know,
a circle jerk? What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
And you
My
say
girl-
and you say I'm the gay
think-
one.
I
Come on.
think, yeah, I think the undercover is somewhere else.
My girl says she's down for Thursday nights.
Yeah. So, but what I want to
Are
do is
Saturdays better or
We should do a D&D campaign episode too.
no.
You
But
want you now you want to play D&D.
I've always wanted to try it, but I'm not a good. I just think I'm not a good role player, like actor
They-
type.
You don't
Like,
have to be a role player. It doesn't have to be role play. Some people do it that way. Some people do the voices and all that stuff and get in character, but you don't have to do that.
I feel like isn't it as fun
You
if you're not
just,
doing the
have, you
character?
just have to make the decisions, not the way you would do it, the way your character would do it.
anyway,
But you
Dave,
don't have to do role play. You don't have to be like I'm fucking Igor the Hunchback. No, you don't have to do no shit like that.
we'll,
What if I want to?
We'll take that offline. How
You
we'll
can.
shoot that.
sounds good?
Who else we got to interview? We got to interview who
She's-
else?
She said she will do
right.
the interview, but she said you will all be embarrassed. She will embarrass you all.
I'm definitely anticipating that. Absolutely, absolutely, no questions my way. That's the new guidelines.
No, that's not happening.
This is an interview. It's not a fucking conversation. It's an interview. Let's keep it that way.
It's gonna go. It's like it's gonna go south quick.
Next, we gotta have Dave's girl, Ed's girl. Next interview. Lewis, some boo girl. Bring her on.
No. You can't do that to Lewis.
No.
Why? No,
No.
Because he's just starting to talk to the girl. He's not like, hey,
it's a joke.
thank
Obviously,
you,
he's not gonna
thank
invite
you
some
for
random like.
accepting my freaking boo request. I want you on a podcast immediately.
Oh my god, podcast date from a dating site. That would be great. I think that'd be amazing. Just saying. Brilliant. Amazing. Lewis, when you meet a girl, say our first date will be on the podcast.
as you meet her,
Swipe
You're like-
left. Yep.
That's
They're like,
Come on.
what kind of date is that?
he's gonna be like, "Hey, baby, do you want to do a podcast together?"
So
Hey,
I'd love
girl,
to-
want
I'd
to come
love to
back to
take you
my
out,
place
but
and turn on the
tonight's my
microphone?
podcast. Yeah, tonight's my podcast date. If you want to come on, hang out, talk on the like, give your viewpoint. I think. Listen, never happened, but that'll be fucking fun. That would be fun.
For a first
So
date.
awkward.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try one day using this as my podcast, Mike. See how it works.
Did you just hold a razor product up?
I'm convinced Edric has a private sponsorship with Razer. And he's not cutting any of us into it right now. Motherfucker.
Yo,
Seriously.
I need my habits, man. How you think I got my 5800?
Hey Razer, sponsor me too. I got all your products. Look.
First of all, you don't have 5800.
Razer
5080.
keyboard.
5080, my bad.
Razer, if
Yeah.
you're watching this, do not sponsor me because my fucking
You s-
keyboard's broken.
You suck.
Wow.
Razer sucks. So,
I got a Razer mouse.
My last Razer products.
you own
I
Razer
got a
products
Razer
because
camera that I
Razer
can't put on
blades to your
camera because it
fucking
is the
wrist.
camera.
It's got the sticker. Look at that.
Makes
Take your Razer- take your Razer shit to your
makes the
wrist.
mic. It makes the mic sound
Put it
better.
on your car. It'll add 10 horsepower.
On which one?
The Acura.
No, man, the Acura is gonna be looking nice. Come September.
That's what I mean. You
April-
gotta put that sticker on it. That's a
No,
nice
man.
detail.
Yo, that car almost looks like it's came out of the dealership.
Put it next to the NOS sticker.
Like, that car is coming out nice.
Fast and Furious.
I got one more thing to do to it, and that's it. The car is done 3.0.
I think maybe
Miguel,
Look at Miguel.
look
Like
at
you
his face.
motherfucker.
It's like fuck you, you fucking douchebag.
So how many times has the bumper been painted now?
No, I bought a brand new one, bro. I replaced it.
No, I mean the incident.
Oh no, I was able to fix it. I took it to the shop and they fixed
Oh,
it.
okay.
So this is a topic because like I said, I was at my girl's house past couple nights, so I asked
Being pegged.
her daughter.
Hey, you were at your girl's house?
Yeah.
Gay.
At my girlfriend's house.
Damn.
I asked her daughter for suggestion on topics. So she suggested a topic of gamers playing violent video games and then becoming murderers. That there's a correlation, a link to
Yeah,
violent video game play
There's a
post.
correlation to
into
me.
aggression/murder.
Are you Jack Welch, the old guy who that was like? I thought it was very just proven already multiple times in multiple studies. But
It
maybe-
was, but they like there is a slight link to not necessarily murder, but increased aggression through violent video games.
So was it that did they
Disagree.
decide if it was correlation or causation? Where like are violent people inherently drawn to violent games, or does violent games make people more violent? Right? Like, what was the study saying?
Well, so I asked her. She's a teenager, so I didn't get what I asked for. I asked her
Okay.
to provide me the study that she read. That she wasn't able to get it to me, so I basically just did a quick Google search, went off the AI results or whatever, saying that there is
You use
some
Gemini?
hint of a link. Oh yes, I used the AI response just to get the conversation going.
It must be
Um,
Claude.
Fucking Gemini.
Fucking Gemini.
Was it Gemini? Yeah, it was
Fucking
Gemini.
Well, the Google search was Gemini. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was Gemini. Whatever. But she was basically saying, and she seemed very adamant that it was
There was a link.
yeah, it's a link to increased aggression
Fucking
and increased
Gemini.
antisocial behavior and decreased empathy. Well, that's what my girl just sent me.
You're wrong. I kill people online, so I don't have to do it in person.
Okay, so you're actually saying that it's right because once you need an outlet beyond the video
Yeah, but-
games, it can lead to.
But he's saying
becoming-
his outlet is satiated by the video games.
But what about when it that no longer satiates it?
Well, I haven't played COD 3 months and haven't killed anybody, so I would
Actually,
say there's no
COD
causation.
does make me want to murder people. That's true.
So wait, that's a reverse effect though, because it's
Well,
such a,
actually
it's such a
proven.
dog
Proven.
shit video game, and it's so frustrating to play that I can't. It does cause people to be violent. It does.
But I only want to kill the
But it-
executives
Okay, Luigi.
Okay.
for
Okay,
ruining
Luigi.
the game. That's what my violence.
That you know.
First of
what
all,
it is?
hey,
But
we
it
don't
is-
say that
it-
name here. I'm not trying to get deported. Okay.
It's more frustrating playing that game because of all the stupid nuances and the way, like the bullshit ways you die, than it is in the actual violent act of killing people online. Right? We get more frustrated, more pissed off on the actual ways that we died than the way we kill people. That's the frustrating part.
My frustration is definitely cheaters and glitches and nothing that's like
And that all contributes to what I just said. Exactly.
yes, but that's
Yeah.
not really proving the point of what her.
But that
studies
could
say.
be attributed to non-violent games. It's less likely because
Yeah, exactly.
the stuff that you're talking about is more like online play, competitive, whatever, which usually
Yeah.
correlates to a violent game or whatever. But that's not necessarily attributed to the violent game itself. It's more the developer, like you said, the executives, the developer.
But
Listen.
where does the line get drawn, right? Because Fortnite is more cartoonish, but you kill people online.
So I will say this. I think it's always been video games has been a kind of a scapegoat because obviously violent media, violent movies, violent books, violent everything has always existed. You know, every old school like the Odyssey, you know, that shit's violent.
Well, like the
You
guy that shot Lenin was reading a book. What was it, Catcher in the Rye?
Oh yeah, Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah,
Good book.
I never read the book. I don't know if there's murder in the book or whatever, but like
Did you not graduate high school? That's like every high school curriculum.
No, I read Shakespeare in high school.
Okay.
There's so much gayness on this episode.
But to your point, right? Like
I don't listen.
movies, books,
Okay.
Shakespearean plays, all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff, all had violence or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
And people could use any type of media to justify their aggressive nature.
So what was the point?
Whatever.
Is
after
make
we talk-
I think
the study that she gave you. Well, she didn't give you the study, right? You just looked it up on your own on Gemini.
Yeah.
On Gemini.
on Gemini. Yes.
I
Alright,
always
so
I always
probably
find right like actual like anytime I hear the word study and it's probably the analytical part of my brain kicking in, but I need to see the study. Like, what was the
So,
focus group?
yes.
How much was the sample size? How many people? What were the age groups? Like, there's so many variables that go into those studies, and
The problem is like the scientific media is really bad at like how it like taking like a 10-person study and acting like it's as rigorous as like a 1,000-person study, and they're like, "Wow, this 10-person preliminary study showed
so
this."
goddamn much that like
So
I
often.
don't believe any studies. Like, I actually have to see the research paper, and
You have to see the background.
you have to dig into the details of the study, like how many people did they do, and you have to see the variables of all the people that made up those focus groups. Did they have a placebo group where people that they studied, like half of them played video games, half of them didn't? Was it a blind test where they asked people that didn't know whether they played them or not? Like, you have to figure in the age groups. Like, there's so many variables that play into them.
Yeah.
It's so easy to say that. It's like, remember back in the day when
Jack Welch, there was the video game. There was the whole banning video games thing.
Well, it's the same
Mortal
thing.
Kombat 1.
It's like putting parental advisory stickers on fucking
Yeah.
albums because you think your kids are gonna be like acting out and shit because of the words that are saying in some of the music albums and stuff. Like, it's not how we all learned that growing up. It had nothing to do with
Yeah.
that shit. It was bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, like there's also the opposite study, which can also be construed as dangerous, right? Is most video games, what are you? You're the fucking hero of the story, right? You're the freaking
You're either the hero or the anti-hero.
most video games up
Mhm.
until within the last decade. Most video games, you're the hero, or whatever. Does that create the white knight, right? Where they feel overly inflated of their ego, they decide to go save the girl or whatever, and put themselves in harm's way, right? Like jumping on the railroad tracks to pull somebody off, thinking I do this all the time. Video games, I could do it in real life, type or
Okay, hold
go
on,
take on a group of bullies picking on somebody type scenario.
I don't
But
feel like
saying,
there's
if you could say, if you're saying video games can create
You're
an
at
aggressor, why cannot it create a hero, a white knight?
Well, we're not saying that. I don't think video games do create aggressors.
Okay,
but you're borderline talking about people like that are playing these video games and acting out in real life. That's borderline stupidity. Like, don't lay on the railroad tracks. Okay, do not lay on the railroad tracks. It's very simple.
That's my point, right?
I
Like,
don't think it happens. I don't think it happens.
The people that are saying video games can create aggressors are also saying, without saying it, that it also creates white knights, which we all know does not happen.
So don't say white knights, because white knights has the connotation of like simps. That's the simp connotation, white knights, right?
Right.
I think just say knight, because white knights is like a bad connotation. It just means like, oh, you're simping for this chick in the comments. Isn't that what white knights means now, right?
But what I'm saying is, like, I have no idea what it freaking means now, but I know historically white knight is the good knight, like white knight, black knight, or whatever. Black knight's a bad guy, white knight's a good guy. That's right, but that's what I meant by white knight.
But I don't think it has any effect either way.
I think that TikTok videos have more of an influence on people's behaviors in video games.
I think it's just a reflection of I think it's a reflection of just capitalism. Like, they think I can make money this way, and I will be stupid and I will be an idiot because I can make money.
It's not even money, especially when it comes to kids
clout,
or teenagers.
Fame
is popularity, fame,
very influential.
They do stupid, dangerous shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we all did it, but it's
my
worse
daughter,
because of
it's amplified.
Well, our time, think about our time.
High school just turned it 10x because of
our time. High school was
Yeah.
Our time high school was Jackass and WWE.
Oh my god!
Freaking wrestling matches in the backyard,
And
crippling each other.
Oh my god! Backyard
and Girls Gone Wild.
That was so huge.
Or the privatized wrestling.
The what? Hey, I am a publicly known figure. Okay, I got fans, bitch. None of you fuckers got fans. All right.
I'm not. Listen, don't make me start wrestling.
Yo,
Let's
motherfucker.
go.
Motherfucker, you want me to get you the Reddit? Oh shit, fucking up.
Anyway,
this arm is Lewis told me to buy this arm, and every time I fucking move it, it just goes like.
I told you to buy it. I didn't say to move it.
It goes lipstick on you.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck? I'm not
gonna, give it some Cialis. Maybe
everybody
stroke it a little bit. It has to stay hard.
1 second, man.
Yo, I'm gonna show you this fucking Reddit page, Dave.
All right. Anyway, this is not relevant for what we're saying right now. We're not talking about this right now.
Here's my arm.
The
Lol
fuck is
doll?
that? Your dildo?
Mom's box.
That's a strap on.
This is the strap on for Lewis's birthday.
Hey,
Let's see what.
That was supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, well,
damn.
he needs
Surprise
it.
ruined.
He needs it when he goes on his date.
Am I coming
yeah.
or going?
While he's opening that box, I agree that TikTok is a lot more dangerously impactful.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
look. I am saying this as a video gamer of over 25 years.
With
Actually,
a lot of quiet rage.
30. Yeah, there's a lot of quiet rage, and I haven't killed anybody
That we
Yeah.
know of.
yet.
You know what game had me rage? Obviously, same with everybody else here. COD is the top of the freaking list as far as rage, right? But not because of the video game, because of all the other bullshit that comes along with it. You know, and I stopped playing this for years. Was fucking Madden.
Oh yeah.
Madden would have me fucking flexing on that controller, just snapping in half so many freaking times.
Because the cheap shit it did.
Right.
I hated Madden. I stopped playing Madden. Yeah, I hate Madden. Hate it.
I stopped playing last game I played in football was
Tecmo
Techno
Bowl.
Bowl.
Techno. He's like
Tecmo
Techno Bowl.
Super Bowl.
He's like fucking.
Tech,
He's a
Techno.
Techno.
EA Sports.
And
It's
the
in
reason,
game.
like, I truly tried to get into Madden, be good at Madden, whatever, because also think of where I was working at the time. I was in Newark, working in freaking GameStop, whatever. Madden was super popular
Man,
in that
oh.
demographic.
What,
Right,
what, I,
so,
what I would give for you to work
To
there
be
again.
to be relatable to a lot of the customers or whatever, I would
Yeah.
also play Madden so that I would have something to talk about. And it was so rage inducing for me. I've never snapped a controller in half. Madden probably got me the closest to snapping the fucking controller in half.
I've never stopped the controller, but yeah, I know you. I absolutely know the feeling. It's so annoying.
Like I actually remember, what the fuck are you doing?
What
man?
is happening?
He's
Doing
like a
fucking
gay
trying to-
disco going on in there. What the hell's going
He's
on?
trying to
Doesn't
induce
fucking
a
Matrix.
seizure to our fucking
Why-
viewers.
Why,
Jesus.
why are you shining
Yes.
that from your pecker?
Hey, something needs to shine.
Ooh.
That was stupid fucking line. I'd never say that shit
It
again.
wa- I agree with you.
All aboard.
All right. I'm
Dilly
finally gonna
dilly.
break my seal like Miguel has fucking got up like 50 million times.
Don't
I'll be right
shake
back.
more than twice.
No.
I actually
6
got
times
myself
every time.
one of these laser things. So when
What
I
is-
fuck it, so
what
when
is
I
that?
it's when every time I put something on the wall, it's always
That's
crooked.
Big fucking oh, that's one of those lasers. Okay.
Yeah, it was on sale.
I'm
TikTok
like, what are
made me
you?
buy it.
You trying to flash the pilots that are coming in for landing at the airport? Trying
You
to
saw,
get the
you saw that shit, dude. And then they fucking homed in and they found the fucking kid that did it.
dude. They fucking
It
that's
was just
it's in,
recent.
it's in
That was just recently. That was just
FAA,
recently.
yeah, FAA violations, man. They fucking track your ass down. They usually
Well,
record it too
they
with like with a
did.
cell phone,
What
and
about
they'll
now,
text
though?
it.
Right.
Wow,
Wow.
no FAA now.
Mhm.
Now you can probably get away with it. Now I think you can get away with it.
With
Why?
what?
Because they're understaffed.
Yes.
Mm.
I
Damn
mean,
layoffs.
I'm just
Who
gonna
needs government
flash
employees? Fuck
MAGA
them.
lasers and I'll never get arrested again in my life. You
Oh,
know
boy.
it's true.
All right, so is that the only thing that was in that? That's a big fucking box for a little laser. What else was in there?
Wait, what was it? I didn't see it. What was it?
oh, I got myself one of these. The box here. Maybe it doesn't do it. It's like
Fantech?
yeah.
Fanny pack? What does that
Fanny-
say?
it's Fantech. So it's one of those laser things when you mount shit.
Looks like a mini 3D
I'm a
printer.
A
horrible.
laser leveler?
Yeah,
11? Oh.
yeah. I'm
For what?
horrible. Well, as you know, this room is heavily with
Oh,
shelves.
yeah.
Some of these shelves are like this because I don't know how to make it level. So by this, I could be able to do the endpoints.
But you know they have leveling just like measure. You don't need a fucking laser leveler.
There's a leveler.
I do. I know that. But you know,
You're
sometimes,
FOMO guy, tech guy.
it was.
Is it-
My girl, my
does it
girl
have
asked Miguel a
Bluetooth?
question. Miguel, did you wash your hands?
No,
No.
Neither did I. Sorry,
I
babe.
didn't. I didn't.
We're both disgusting.
See, I'm weird.
Yeah.
I wash my hands after every time I go to the bathroom. I'm just weird.
yeah,
I do it
There-
outside.
well, there's a
outdoors,
reason.
but not in my own
There's a
house.
reason.
I
There's
don't
a
know why.
reason that Lewis is washing his hands every time. Every time he uses the bathroom, he just pegs himself.
Here it is. And
Facts.
I got a soldering iron.
A
I have a few
soldering
things.
iron. What do you
Actually,
solder?
Oh,
at?
you got all that shit on the TikTok shop. I know what those things are.
Hell yeah. There's a starting iron.
He's
Those on
TikToking.
sale.
This
Well,
motherfucker.
That's the one that
Well-
has its own stand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I
actually-
saw that shit. The
Tell
one
me
that's
how
like,
that
oh,
is. I'm interested in that. Tell me how it is.
I bought. Oh, I have to solder some shit. I have some consoles that are broken, and I got the pieces, and the iron that I have is not good enough. It doesn't get hot enough, and this one states it goes up to 840 degrees. We'll find out.
Fahrenheit or Celsius.
I have
Fahrenheit.
to apologize to my girl live on stream or whatever. I apologize
Pussy
because
whooped.
she
Pussy
called
whooped.
me and Miguel both gross.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I never denied being gross, so I don't have to apologize.
I do. I'm sorry.
You know, it's his pee, and he
I mean,
wants to.
I
He's
have a
home
bottle.
alone.
I have
So
a
it's
bottle
like-
of
I
fucking
will
hand
say- I will
sanitizer at my
say-
desk. So
I will say my PP is quite clean, so I don't feel like is that dirty. But
So I could say that as well, but also we both know that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I'm aware it's gross. I don't know what it is. I feel like when
clean
when
is
I'm watching,
subjective.
when I'm home and peeing, my penis is cleaner than when I'm at the gym or at any other restaurant or whatever.
Oh,
I'm
you're-
yeah,
you-
outside of the
hands.
house, I will wash
Outside of
my
my
hands
hands.
100% of the time.
in my
home?
house. Never,
No.
never. I don't know.
Hey, chat. Do you believe them?
Oh, outside I definitely do, but in the house, no, because I'm washing dishes like 3 times a day because I'm obsessed with washing dishes. So I feel like that's what it counts then.
You're
That's
obsessed.
what it
Counts
dishwasher?
then.
I'm one person, so I don't want to wait for my dishwasher to fill to wash stuff. I just wash like as I go.
What a waste.
A waste.
I'm not gonna say what my girl just said, but
No,
Oh.
say it.
No, say it.
no, I'm not saying that.
Say
She's-
it.
You
Say
can ask her
it.
when she's on the stream.
No. Say
Wait,
it.
Alright.
wait. Who was it about?
We can ask the question.
Yeah, it's about me. It's about me.
Oh, it's about you.
So that's why you don't
Oh,
want to
she's
say
probably calling you out, saying, "Nah, it's not that
it. She
clean."
called you a dirty.
No,
dick
no,
motherfucker.
it's not
It's like,
calling me out. It's
you
not
have a
calling
Well, this
me
is
dirty
why I
fucking
keep getting
bird.
UTIs.
Oh,
The
damn.
UTI. You repeatedly give me UTIs.
That's better
out.
than
She's telling me to say it. She's telling me to say it.
better than a
She
yeast
said-
infection.
She's telling me to say it. She said she was like, "I'll suck his dick, but needs to wash hands because of bacteria." And then when I said the I have a clean penis thing, she was like, "You fucked my ass with that cock."
Well, you just say, this is I don't wash my hands doesn't mean I don't wash my dick. Come on.
Yeah.
Right? Come on.
Oh, wait.
It's more important.
You wash your dick after, though, right?
Yes, I washed my dick after. I definitely
No,
washed my
he-
dick
You
after.
know that's a new
He
product
goes-
we haven't
he-
discovered yet. We need a dick washer.
He actually before he goes to sleep he caresses it. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Ah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck's the matter with you, Ed?
Ed sometimes has these personal fantasies where I'm like, where
What
did
is
that come from?
happening? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
I do. There's something I know about Ed for a fact. Ed likes to be little spoon with him and his girl. He likes it when his girl's big spoon.
No. It's totally wrong with that shit. You could ask her.
Shit.
She'll tell you.
Who doesn't like to be? Who doesn't like to be little spoon though? Little backpack on the back.
I don't know.
My girl, to Lewis's point, my girl said that product already exists. It's called a pocket pussy with Dawn soap. The dick washer.
That's actually not a bad
Cool.
idea. You look that up. Is that on Amazon Prime? Let me see. Let me get it by tomorrow.
It's on TikTok.
I'm gonna make my own TikTok video while I'm
One
using it.
day
Like,
shipping.
this is how you use
One
it.
day shipping.
One
But
day
wait,
shipping.
I
Same
need
day-
a
same
need
day
a
shipping.
moisturizer in the Dawn soap. Do they make that?
Isn't soap just a red? It's not a moisturizer, but
No, that soap is
That
definitely
is not a moisturizer.
no, definitely not.
Especially Dawn. Dawn is like has like a fucking engine degreaser and
Yeah.
shit in it. You know,
It's
got
too rough.
decreased-
It's too rough.
it's rough enough.
She's saying that she's claiming the patent that you can't rip her off her idea.
That's some bullshit. But wait, we're deregulating, right? Yeah, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about patents anymore. We're good.
Unbelievable.
I hear voices. Is that her?
Yeah,
They
she-
do
she's-
have a Dawn with
She's awake.
moisturizer.
She's awake.
Yeah, they have a lot
They
of
have
soaps
a
and
they have a
moisturizer.
Dawn with a moisturizer.
You dead ass looking for it.
Like, yo, he's like dead ass interested.
He's like, let me see the ingredients.
Son of- look,
Is it
there's
good
a
for the
Dawn with a
environment?
vitamin E. Look at that shit. For fuck.
Faux fuck.
I want to buy two. Can I get a pallet?
buy one get one free.
Oh, they got one with aloe vera. Oh. I'll be right back, guys.
And right now, I'm even more convinced that he has a dildo in his ass right now
Ha-
as we talk.
It even says soothing body lotion with Dawn.
We're all tech guys here.
Dawn has a body
None of us
lotion?
have any high
What
tech
the fuck? This
sex
guy's
toy
calling
stuff.
the Dawn shit. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
what is it doing shit? It's
I'm
just
ordering-
moisturizer.
I'm ordering it.
Just why? Just use
High
moisturizer
For
after
my
you
dick
use
washer,
Dawn.
you fuck bandit.
High tech
Okay.
sex stuff. Like now, what do you mean high tech sex
What's
stuff?
high tech sex stuff?
I guess
Like
Like it has
Bluetooth,
Bluetooth?
remote.
Oh, like a
you wanna-
wireless
you wanna decide?
vibrating panties or something?
Yeah, they have that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the guys wanting Miguel is like diehard wanting to interview.
Not this week.
Not this
I
week.
have to prepare questions.
He has to prepare questions with ChatGPT and Claude.
She
Yeah,
says she
well.
wants the questions before she gets. It doesn't work that way.
That sounds like a politician thing to say.
All right, Trump.
Can I
Let's
get
get
the
outta here.
questions ahead of time? Can I have my publicist review them first?
I'm
ask her right.
hold
Ask her right now. I have a
hold
question for her right
hold
now.
on, wait, hold on. I'm gonna turn on the speakers, but you gotta be careful. Ali's here, so if it's
Okay.
gonna be something bad, you gotta
Alright.
just be careful.
That negates my question.
No, you can't add,
Never mind.
Like,
Never mind. Allie, can you leave the room? I still love you though.
She still loves you.
Look, we still
She's
love
like, I
you.
wanna know, I wanna
We love
know.
you. You're too young.
What the hell was that? It's like
It's a gang. It's a gang sign.
something like this.
Yeah, that does look weird, right?
What is that triangle?
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? He did some shit like this. You're like-
It's steak and a blowjob day. Come on.
It is for
It's for another
28 more
28
minutes.
minutes. 28
Yeah.
minutes. You got 28 minutes, boys. Get it in.
That's not a lot of time to cook a steak, eat a steak, and get a blowjob.
You better
I'm
get that.
impressed.
You
Plenty
plenty
Plenty of time to cook a
first.
steak. You're making it medium rare. That's
the
plenty of
blowjob
time to do it.
first. Do it.
Yeah, but you gotta season it and all that stuff.
What?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Your dick or
Fair
the
enough.
steak?
Both.
Both.
I got some McCormick's in the cabinet in the kitchen.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, Allison kind of walked away, but then she left too. So
Oh, it's a bundle deal.
yeah, Allison's like, I want to know. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay, hold on.
She-
Hold on, here it goes. Hold on.
She's saying there's
Oh.
plenty of time if you get your BJ while you're cooking the steak.
Oh, okay,
That's
go
a
ahead.
good workaround.
Go ahead.
That steak's getting burned. No,
I,
don't
She
fuck
can hear
up
you
my
now.
steak.
She could hear you now. She can
I
hear
don't know,
you.
Lewis. With
Wait,
how,
what's she
how
saying?
much downtime you've had, I think that BJ will be real fast.
Well, we don't know.
Is she
because
is she talking? 'Cause I
Lewis may
can't
have
hear
no
her.
downtime.
There's no downtime. No, can't do it.
Hold on. Guys, she could hear you now.
All right, go ahead. Say it. Dave?
Oh, my question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was like, how long did she enjoy being the big spoon?
He's talking about spooning.
You could have asked that in front of Allison.
Yeah, I didn't
I don't know.
That's kinda softcore.
How
I
innocent Allison is.
didn't know what he was gonna say, so I was just like, wait, hold on.
That
Yeah,
is
it's
not.
Dave. You never know what he's gonna say. So
Yeah, she's
Yes,
she's just looking at it. She's like, dude, that doesn't exist. Spooning.
Yeah, the fuck. I saw you guys doing
he
it.
doesn't
She was big
spoon.
spooning
He
your ass.
forks. He forks instead of spoons. Do you do a lot of forking?
I do a lot of
Sporking? Forking?
take me to you leader.
He does a lot of shocking. He's a shocker. Shock trooper. That's Ed's new name. He's a shock trooper.
He does shock. He shocks on top.
Bring him. No, that's
Wow, I
you
haven't
have in
done
your
a
ass,
shock
bro.
top in a long time.
Shock top.
Yeah,
Get it. Get it in there.
take it.
Stick it in there. Roll it around. Let's go.
That was it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
boy.
That was anticlimactic.
Miguel's the one that supposedly has a shitload of questions.
No, I have to prepare.
He's like,
You
"I
gotta
have
have
to
one
prepare."
question on the top of your head.
ChatGPT has 10 pages worth of questions, so it's going to be a while.
No, I will have a. If we have an interview, I will prepare. Otherwise, no, I have no questions.
You sound
Okay.
like a lawyer at a trial.
I
No
will
more
ask my
questions.
questions at the deposition,
No more questions.
and no
Alright,
no
so
other time.
we
Objection,
each
leading the witness.
We each get 3 questions. No, 2 questions for Karen. How about that?
Mikhail,
Okay,
that's
that's
not
fine.
enough. It's
I
not
want
enough.
follow-up questions, unlimited.
Okay, fine.
If
Follow-up
he
questions
asks-
unlimited, but we each get 2 questions.
Fine.
She said, "Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
Have your people talk to my people
we got to talk
Next
to our
week.
agent."
next
Next week.
week.
Next
I'm
week,
our
Karen's
agent, so-
our guest speaker.
She's gonna be our guest speaker.
Okay. We'll put her under a big bright spotlight. Grill her.
I'll throw on this light right here.
You need to.
Do you
No, you need my
really
light
like
here.
Ed's cooking? What do you really think of Ed's cooking?
Oh man, don't do that, bro. You're gonna fucking turn a can of worms.
So, did you buy that Groupon to do the couples learning how to cook or not?
Oh man, that's fucked up, guys. But
Wait,
don't
what
worry
is-
about it. It's okay.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was one of the reasons I wanted to do the interview.
Oh, now he's got more questions. He forgot
Alright.
about it. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Here's the question. Honest about it. Is she still there or did she leave?
She left. But I could call her back.
Why are you looking like? Oh, she left.
Did she leave?
I don't know. The
Suspicious
thing is,
spot.
no.
You need a camera out there with a monitor on the wall so you can see in real time.
She's like, she walks into this door and it's like a ninja. Like I could be gaming, right? And like I'm so focused in the game, and then next thing you know, I feel something touching me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what the hell? And it's her. She's been there like for 2 hours looking at me. I'm like,
2 hours.
exaggerating, obviously, right?
2 hours. What the fuck? Is she critiquing how you're playing the game? Like, you should have went down that hallway. You should have went down the other one.
Nah,
What a noob.
kid, what a noob! I'll do better than you.
Oh man. All right.
All right. Good time, guys.
I think we're gonna call it a night. I think
Yeah.
2.5+ hours in.
Yeah.
We're trying really hard not to do 3 hours and 3+ hours like we were doing before. So
Yep.
we're trying.
I don't think we're not trying. I think we're just not getting there. I think there's gonna be a time, especially when we move to Thursdays to do this shit. It's gonna be a little bit more limited. So, you
Yeah.
know, it'll probably be like 9 to 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
But
We went through a majority of our topics, so
yeah,
that was good.
I think that one of the things I really want to do, and I don't mind talking about it here, is like doing an offline thing and like either going to a place and set up the cameras and kind of just do the stuff like vibing there. We're all fucking drinking together. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be an IRL podcast.
Right. I mean, we could go live or we could just do it off and then edit it.
What location are we thinking though?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like either go to your location, we go to Miguel's location. Obviously I don't.
I don't
have
think live would
little-
be best for those, but yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I don't have this. Like, if I would have the space, I would have been like totally my crib, right? And Lewis is the same way too. So it's either it would have to be either at Miguel's or yours that would probably be able to do it.
Okay.
All right. Sounds
Anyway.
good.
Let's talk about that offline.
Yep, I'll be on the other. I'll be on Discord, guys. All right.
Yeah.
All right then.
Later.
This is
We'll
the
see you next week.
Schmediums.
Again, Friday night, 9 p.m.
See
We'll
you.
see you there.
Peace.
Peace out, yo.
Shoot.